welcome to the back, everyone. We've had too long of a break right now due to vacations, work schedules clashing, all that stuff. But we are back with episode 4 right now. We'll do a short little recap, and we'll just get right back into it. So right now we're on the Saturday of the story. If you remember from the last time, there's been a lot of discussions and checking around in camp. The boat was supposed to be coming today. Sometimes it comes the day before if the weather is holding, but the weather has been quite unstable lately. And people are waiting for that boat to arrive today, but we are in the afternoon, as we said. It's closing in on evening, and you're quickly losing daylight, and there's still no boat. People have been working on the church today, all day actually, but they're a bit behind. They're lacking 2 people, they're sleep deprived because of all the issues around camp. People are scared of natives, monsters, crazy ass bosses in this camp going around slapping people with crosses, checking up on them when they're sleeping, ordering them to stand guard with and without guns, etc., etc. Right now, all the leaders, 2 of them, James Eden and Dean Withermore, were also found very much drunk in the morning, or sleeping off their drunkenness, while everyone else is doing their part. And as the day progressed, Wilhelm here and probably John Gladstone for the first time realized that, yeah, there's no gunpowder. It is wet. So there was a discussion about this, and at the end, you guys gathered up for dinner. Everyone was gathering up. You sat all 4 at the top table, and as you were discussing the fact that you wanted to check people with silver, and Father here said, yeah, I've been doing so. James Eden asked, can I check your cross? And as he checked it, he shows, hey, this isn't silver. And John Gladstone here, he had his reaction to that. But as far as I can see, there's no reason to just delay this any further. You guys ready to just jump into it?
Yep.
Yeah, then the table is yours. You are all gathered there. Everyone else is just sitting there, eating, talking to each other. So there's no chance anyone can overhear you right now.
So, how many people have you checked with your silver cross, Father?
I'm just focusing on my cross, and actually, I don't think I even acknowledge any of the word that can be said. I don't think I can hear anything at this moment. I'm just looking at my cross, and then not even eating my food, just looking at.
It looks surprised, I guess.
John, did you know that it was silver? Or not silver?
I mean, this was given to me, as they said, it was silver.
Was given to you by whom?
The church. Who else could give us to me?
The church. Did the entire papacy come together to give you a cross? Who was it? Which bishop?
The church in our mainland,
Which bishop?
It was in my youth. This has been with me for so long.
And you never noticed it wasn't silver for this long?
Yeah, that's no. And then I don't know. I have to think about this.
Yeah, you do. And we do as well.
Perhaps we need to make a silver cross for him?
Or we could still go by the forks and spoons approach. That could work.
Turning
That's
them
true.
into crosses.
Nope, just spoons. Father, what would you say to creating a new sect built around silver spoons?
I guess that's a new way of paganism, and it should be burned as a sprout, not let to be spread around.
Well, I guess we'll have to give the order for the blacksmith then.
All right. So what's our plan from now on? Is it should we get that smithy thingy going?
How
Yeah,
about we share what we have learned? You check the depot, the warehouse.
nothing unusual in the depot. Though I must say that I think I heard someone talk the last time I was checking the warehouse when you guys went out to visit the cave. I have told you guys before.
You mean
Yes.
the sounds from the mists?
No, when I was in the warehouse.
Or the funerary process?
Well,
We
I
can do
guess
it anyone we want.
What do you guys are planning on doing with the jar?
I would like to check up on the body. You may give me the keys if you want to. Or
What was that, Lord Withermore? You asked something?
What are we planning on doing with the jars?
Keep them secret for now, I guess.
And the contents secure and intact? We do not bury that?
I mean, if one of us marched into the forest to bury them, wouldn't it look a bit suspicious?
Yep. Also, public burial. That would also be, well, weird as well.
didn't
But
you actually
also-
put the skin like into the covering you made for the aren't they better right now?
It seems
The
like
skin
you're.
and the body.
I couldn't catch any of that, I'm sorry.
No, it's like
Sorry. Okay.
Yeah.
Is it now?
No.
Okay, well then. Scrap that.
Well,
Okay.
Yeah, you were saying skins.
yep.
I think he thought that you were supposed to saw the thing, the skin on the dude, but I guess
No,
there
not
wasn't any
strew
time.
them, but at least put them together.
I would like to
Well-
inspect the quality of the craftsmanship, as it were, as well, before we do anything with it.
On the body or the skin? The skins.
The skin itself.
Yeah, sure. We
Not
can,
right
we can
now,
check
not
that.
here, but yeah.
Obviously.
Somewhere private.
Yeah, I do not. I still hold them in my office actually. So yeah.
All right.
Private enough.
Also, we might want to start tracking who goes where and with whom. I suggest making groups of 3 and keeping their names. And if anything happens, we should be able to ask one of them to know what the others were doing. Have little groups of crew who are supposed to keep track of each other.
Okay.
We can suggest this as a security measure, but more than everything, I would like to split some of the crew up, especially the kitchen crew, into different groups.
You should randomize the numbers with each other, so don't friends will end up with each other.
Yeah. I guess we all have a good idea of who is good buddies with who.
To some extent, maybe.
All right. Well, I'm full. Are you guys full? Good dinner. Let's go-
Very enjoyable.
Go do something.
Let's go bury someone! Yay!
Was it after dinner? I don't remember.
Yeah, we decided to do it after dinner because
Hmm.
I worked on it all day since it was a bit of a special occasion with the body,
All right.
special circumstances. Well, it's kind of mummified, and we're going to have closed caskets, so I guess I'm going to need help with it. How about Mr. Boswick and Lord Bittermore gives me a helping hand, and while we do that, Father prepares the sermon and the people for the funeral.
All right.
All right.
When we will arrive, there will be plenty of ceremony.
Did anyone
Did it
catch
cut
any
out?
of it?
Okay,
It's cutting
well
out.
then,
Yeah.
sorry. When we are going to do the burial, when the corpse is ready, there will be plenty of time to do the ceremony. That's what I said.
All right.
Okay.
So you want to
Um,
tag along? Is that what you're asking?
Yes.
We don't need to split up right now. Yes.
Okay.
All right.
Then let's go and get the body and then start this funeral process, and then, yeah, we'll see what happens after that. I guess we're going to my office, grabbing the body, putting him into a coffin.
Does the GM agree?
I'm really sorry. I haven't been able
I think
to.
he's not.
Is he
You-
muted or?
Can you guys hear me
No,
now?
He's not muted and he's talking, but I can't hear him.
Yeah, he's probably muted in Discord or something.
No, he's not.
He has a frustrated face.
Okay, can you guys hear me now? Yeah, you guys can hear me
Yeah.
now. Yeah,
We
okay.
can hear you.
Yeah. So that's I don't know what happened, but
Well,
sorry,
the break was too long. Now everything wants to be.
Yeah,
hostile
exactly.
towards us. Because we neglected it for so long.
Yeah, so this is the best I can do for now. Sorry, everyone. You'll just have to turn up your volumes as best as you can, everyone else. So, sorry. Yes, you are going to your office, James Eden. Who is joining you?
Everyone.
Everyone, okay. Sure.
And we, wrap the body. Finally, put it in a casket, in a coffin.
Yeah.
And take
The
it
coffin has been
to,
been made ready by someone else during the day, and you probably declared to everyone while you were eating that the funeral is after just a couple of minutes after. Yeah, so you get someone to help you with the casket then, or do you four people carry it yourself?
Sure, we can do that. It would be a symbolic gesture.
Yeah.
We care.
We care by carrying.
Care by carrying, indeed. So yeah, you all take part in carrying the casket. Of course, when people see that the leaders of this town is doing their part, they try to help, of course, especially when they know that Wilhelm is hurt and the father, he has had his issues lately, so they kind of step in and try to help, unless you guys really tell them to fuck off.
I'm not
No.
telling them to fuck up, but I'm like, I'm doing this.
Yeah.
It's fine.
If anyone wants to take my place, I'll let them.
Sure. Someone steps in and
I mean-
takes the spot.
I mean, they want to help. Why would I not let him help? Sure, he wants to. It doesn't matter.
So you carry Vincent Lucas down and or around the church to the second grave of this plantation so far. Second grave came maybe just a bit too fast after the first one, but still, it is what it is. And you all help lowering down the casket down and start the whatever you have in mind, John, Father Gladstone. The show is yours.
So everyone in this plantation is present right now, right?
Yeah.
Okay. As I discussed previously, I'm just telling, of the scriptures, how it's important to, care for your neighbor and all. This is all in Latin, like as if a prayer, and it seems like. But from time to time, I turn into English and say, beware your neighbor, and other stuff like, this man was not done justly. And I'm just telling this as I look into the eyes of people, and I just scale into them, like, stare at them and see if they, there is an anxiousness, an inch of it at least. I'm just trying to see for that.
So, as far as you can see, James Eden, you were the only one who were able to speak Latin. Is that so?
Mm-hmm.
Of course, you
Yes.
hear all of the prayers and Bible stuff getting poured out from the Reverend, and everyone else hears about this, what he said in between. Beware everyone, and how this was something done unjustly to this guy. Of course, this confuses a lot of people.
Yeah. I continue. Then I switch into a Latin verses of, apocalypse and, you know, what was the name of that in English? I don't know. Anyway, stuff like that. And then I switch into English again. Beware your neighbors. Look to your right, look to your left, and then go into Latin again. And then with a final, hand gestures, I'm conceding the ceremony, and I implore everyone to do their prayers to the burial while I stay mumbling into myself.
Yeah.
Yes.
So the burial is done. You can see this has clearly affected a lot of the workers around camp here. They seem both sad, done with, scared, and now maybe a bit paranoid about everyone. And of course, there's a lot of looks heading especially your way, James Eden, and sometimes they slightly look to all four of you. And since it doesn't seem like everyone has any plans afterwards, or you don't tell them to do anything, they just start going all by themselves or heading back to the barracks to just relax the rest of the Sunday. Except for the guys who are going to stand guard, of course.
Wasn't it Saturday?
Yeah, sorry, my mistake. Saturday. But the day's work is over, anyways.
I take down the names of those standing guard, and as well as do a head count before everyone goes away from the ceremony.
Yeah, you had plenty of time during the ceremony to do that, and everyone is still present. Yeah, it's just the four of you standing left.
I'll just head off back to my office.
I'll go with the doctor.
John Gladstone, Willem Bostwick.
I'm going to my home as well.
Yeah, I'm going into my barracks.
Yeah, sure. I'll, since that's the case, I'll do a quick one-on-ones with Willem first, and then we'll have James and Dane with more. Time to start muting.
Oh yeah, your favorite part of the day.
That's it. Yeah.
We could just have the 4 of us and
Yeah, but I fixed it real quick. I know what to do right now. So
alright.
yeah, we talked a bit about it last time, and you are feeling great going back
Yeah.
to the barracks. You're actually not sure if the wound is going to hinder you at all, no matter what you do.
So
You can't-
I try stretching and all that, and nothing.
Yeah.
helps.
It's
Nice.
like the wound was never there.
Pulling out, taking some pull-ups.
If you want to, but I suggest you don't do that in front of people,
no,
as everyone else thinks you're severely
thinking
hurt
about-
still.
Checking under the bandages when I get
Yeah,
to the-
you can easily just go some like to the toilet, for example, and
Yeah.
check yourself there.
take a peek.
And you take a look. The wound. There's no wound.
There's nothing.
Nope. When you pull away the bandage, there's just like someone struck you with a bat earlier, like, or you hit something. There's a bruising, but you don't feel it. It's not. Don't feel bad.
How about the bandages? Are they still bloody from earlier?
Yes.
All right, cool. All right, I'll hand back to my barracks.
Do you put on the bandages back on?
Of course.
Yeah.
It's gonna be wild if anyone noticed this, considering how it is. So yeah, protect myself.
And you're pretty sure that both your eyesight and hearing is getting better as well.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, that is nice. You're feeling, without a doubt, very, very nice.
All right.
Some would say extraordinary nice.
Oh, nice.
And
Alright.
when you come back to the, yeah, if you you want to do something special, or
No, I'm just thinking about. Am I feeling hungry?
you just ate, so no.
Yeah, there's a reason why I asked. All right, cool.
Yeah. Back in the barracks, of course, the rest of the players, no, not the players, your gang, Miles Johnson and Gabriel Haynes is waiting for you in your room, and they're just sitting there, apparently just waiting for you,
All
taking it easy. So yeah, how are things, Willem? What are the higher ups saying?
right. Irop, I need.
The guys you're hanging out with most of the days?
Oh yeah,
The Lord,
Well,
the Father, and the Sir?
they are something for themselves. I'm not used to those kind of people, but you know they're English, like me, over class people.
You
doing
consider
fine,
yourself
I guess.
overclass people now?
No, I'm not over class at all. No, I'm just kind of trying to say it negative.
Yeah, we were trying to, rack our heads around what the Father was saying out there. Yeah, of
Yeah.
course, we can't understand the Latin part, but look to your right and look to your left, to your neighbors. Don't. What is he saying? Not to trust each other? Is that it?
He's probably paranoid, considering the situations. I mean, he is a very special guy. We all seen that. And what about the favor I asked you about? Did you do anything about that?
Now you have to actually remind me, the dungeon master or a game master, about the favor. Just
to
check.
check the church, the smell. Check.
Yeah,
through.
yeah. Well, we didn't find any traces of what you were talking about. Nothing. Everything seems to be as it should be.
Nothing suspicious.
No marks or smells or anything.
That's weird.
Why? We've been building this church. No one has done anything to it.
No, but I told you about the smell.
Yeah, I know, but maybe it's something local, or the source is gone.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Perhaps I should take a check myself.
Sure. I mean, it's still light enough. You want to go check it right now?
Sure, why not?
Yeah.
I'll pay John a visit. It's all right.
No, yeah, he is probably inside his thing, but not inside the church.
Ah. Yeah, all right. Then
So,
you guys
yeah.
wanna join me?
yeah, our Miles Johnson needs to do his stuff. Only Gabriel joins you.
All right.
Since you kind of gave him that little quest all by yourself.
Yeah.
And yeah, he just shows you what they've been doing today. He just goes around, telling you this and that, and talking about whoever is the best carpenter has made this and that plans. Of course, it is pre-planned, but you guys have people that are more proficient in building houses and churches. And they, he said, the bearings here and this and that, and he just shows you as well. I don't see anything here. There's no markings or smell, and you don't, even with your improved smell and sight right now, you don't see or smell anything here. You suppose the smell was more inside his own private quarters.
All right, thank you, Gabriel. I don't see anything here or smell anything, so I guess this is the dead end.
Yeah. So, do you have anything else you want to do this day? Or should I just
How
go
late
over to
is
them? It's the daylight is going away right now, so I don't know, 7 in the evening or
All right,
8
I could just
somewhere else.
head back to the barracks.
Yeah, just chill out with the boys and discuss stuff. Be a man on the floor as you used to be.
Connect with the people since I've been so little up in high class.
Yes. Then I'll mute you and put those guys on.
All right.
That's Rithin, and that's Yeet. Yeah. The show is yours, boys. You can both hear me, right? Yeah.
Yep.
You both enter. Yeah. You both enter James Eden's quarters.
Let's go and check that skin, shall we?
First
the
of
skin.
all, I lock
can't
the
check.
door.
You can't check the skin now because it's gone with the body, buried.
Oh,
Remember?
that's right. All right. Yeah. We did that. That's
Yeah.
fine.
I inserted it in its stomach.
How was the craftsmanship on the skin? Like, was it clear cut? Did it was it shoddy? Do you remember? Because you inspected it.
It was cut with surgical precision, like either me as a surgeon or someone with years of experience skinning dead things like Mr. Boswick would do. There's literally no one else within miles of this colony that has the skill to do that.
What do you think about someone in our colony having come here to escape something, perhaps? I mean, it doesn't make sense that everyone here is just like low lives and whoever that gets sent out here.
A lot of people come here to seek their fortune and they no longer have anything else left to lose. So it is possible that we have some unlikely and unlikable people, but why now all of a sudden? And why this string of, gruesome murders and careful planning, giving us the idea, the illusion of a creature who is capable of ripping people apart, leaves behind tufts of fur, and then perhaps even capable of manipulating people who are very cowardly to march alone up the mountain just to sit there and be skinned alive. Like, maybe there's an inside man, maybe there are inside men, but I don't think it's just people in this camp that are able to do this. I still want to actually go and inspect the church, you know, since Boswick said that he smelled fresh deaths. And I do trust him to a certain extent, at least with this. But you know, the father is a bit overzealous and guarding of his private property, and I'd like to say that I did not like he just gave the flock a purpose today without consulting to any one of us and instructing them to build a church. I mean, yes, sure, I consented to that, but still, when people panic, they will not turn to you, Lord Whittermore. They will turn towards him or perhaps Boswick. And I don't
That's
think
true.
they will be very dismissive of me because they still are going to need someone to patch up their wounds, but you would do well not to lose control in this crucial moment to some religious nutjob.
I completely agree. The ceremony itself was very anxiety-inducing for the people around here. I can assume.
I think the priest either knows more than he's letting on about the culprit, or he actually wants the chaos and thrives on it. It's also possible.
Those are both, yes, possibilities. Well, Doctor, it's clear that you are being targeted as well as the hunter. I'm not sure whether I am being targeted right now, but those human skin jars are like two clear signs that you two are, well, targeted by whatever this group is. So
I actually do have a suggestion, but I think we need to bring Mr. Boswick in on this as well.
would you like me to call my assistant to fetch him?
Well, the bonfire is right outside. If you were to call him now, people would know that we called him. But I also do not want to lose any time, so how about I give you a brief overview of my plan as of now, and maybe we can go from there.
All right.
I do in my cabinet of medicine have a substance that might knock someone out for a few hours. Or a few minutes. Enough to give us some time to search around the church. You know, the father sleeps rather lightly, but we need to make sure he sleeps soundly, and he keeps to himself, so we need Mr. Boswick's expertise in administering the drug, just as he's sleeping. And while he's sleeping, we can just search around the church, since he does not have any company there, and his church is like one of the darkest areas in the camp, away from the bonfire. I do not see any other way, without losing a lot of precious time, to search the church, to lay our suspicions to rest, to either being able to pin something on him or prove his innocence, and maybe even catch Mr. Boswick in a lie. I mean, if there's nothing to prove or connect with the smell he claims he has smelled, I would be much happier if we did it right now, tonight, but also people are nervous. I don't want to attract attention. We have been going around a few too many times during these past flights.
And we can be, well, if we draw suspicion with what happened at the ceremony, I think it's possible that people might suspect us of doing some foul play as well. The four of us have been conspiring together a little bit too much in the last few days.
I want to isolate Father Gladstone, to be honest, to a certain extent, to ensure that he is not actually trying to pull anything. He has been too calm about everything that's been happening. When I say calm, of course, he had delivered thousands of sermons about the coming doom and the church and, everything, being us heretics. But when you scratch the surface, he has been rather too calm about it. He knows something, he's onto something. And he has never even once administered to the fact that, me and Mr. Boswick suggesting that this is human in nature. These killings are very much of calculated minds, not some beasts, but he does not seem to administer to it. Even if he believes it, he does not agree with us. Either he knows something,
Well-
or he is in onto something.
Both are possible. And what is also possible is that, well, he's just a crazy nut job who's, given to thinking about religious events as, all these events as like the work of the devil and such. I do not think that such a thing is possible, unless, we have a really sloppy devil at our hands. So, what I would suggest is you go and talk to the hunter on your own.
I can't do that. Do you mean tonight, by the way?
Tonight is possible. I think that I would carry too much attention. You could go and, tell him to, you'll be tending at his wounds and no one would bat an eye. But me, that would draw attention. In the meanwhile, I will talk with my assistant. I suspect the kitchen crew. The noises I heard were possibly of the kitchen crew, and I'm mostly sure of it. And if there's something weird going on, being the ones that wake up the earliest, they would have the most amount of time to do something in this camp, as well as a reason to come back and work on the dinner and such. They could be hiding anything. They could be getting the equipment they need, and they could get the sharpened knives and perhaps the experience to skin someone from the work they've been doing, cutting meat.
What do you make of the boat that has still not arrived, and I guess it's not going to arrive at this point anytime soon?
If the weather holds up, I might think of sending a search party to half a day's,
with no guns?
extent. With the 2 shots that we have, or we make a human chain and ask everyone to keep everyone in sight. And if something happens at the end, it's just a matter of shouting it back. But then we would have to trust everyone in that chain to not play foul.
We need to remedy the gunpowder situation as soon as we can.
Well, I do not see any options right there, unless we go and search any. Well, if the gunpowder was handled with by someone in this camp, I do suspect that the person who would do those could have a stash of gunpowder of their own.
We didn't. This is something I'm asking to the GM as well. We planned to search the people's belongings, but we never got to that, if I remember correctly.
You checked some of it, and you didn't find any gunpowder from what you saw and checked.
I wasn't present, I think. It was Boswick doing this, I think.
Yeah, Bostwick and the priest did most of the searching, yes.
And if we have a dead body around here, that is not any of the 2 that we found. It's either parts of the missing dude, while skinning him, they might have hidden something, or these events have been going on for a while. I'm not sure which is which.
Well,
Or the other option is we do find the body under the church of someone that we know and still can't see around, and then it's a clear-cut scenario of having a shapeshifter or skin changer or something.
well then, I will pocket a silver silver meat knife, whatever, in one of my pockets. I give the Lord Withermore one as well, just to be safe.
Mm-hmm.
I will leave him the keys of everything. No, I will not leave him the keys of everything. Wait. Now I'm getting a bit suspicious. Should I leave you the keys? Will I be able to get them back? Yeah, sure. I will. I'll just instruct him to lock the quarters after I'm out. I'll also take my pipe and I will, smoke it. I'll go make a little bit chit chat with the guys in the bonfire.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm leaving
After a
that.
while, before you leave, are you leaving the keys to me?
I'm leaving the office keys to him. I still have the armory key.
Okay.
I,
So you have
I
the
will
keys
tell
to
you
his
that.
house now.
Yep.
No,
alright.
you will lock me out forever.
No, I'll be around here. And is it okay if I talk with my assistant here?
Sure, so long as he doesn't see anything he should not see.
In this floor, there is not anything that you would like to keep hidden from him. No, all right. I'll keep him here and I'll send him off. Back.
James Eden, if you're heading to the barracks now to talk with Willem Bostwick, you can just send the assistant his way.
Sure. Is the assistant in the bonfire as well?
No, he's in the barracks, so...
Okay. As I said, I will stop by the bonfire. I'll say I can't sleep, and then chit chat for a few seconds, and then I will go to the barracks.
Yeah, and I'll if that's the case, I'll pull you and Willem Bostwick into a small little conversation soon. I'll just have Dane Withermore in his scene first. Okay, yes. Dane Withermore. Me and you. So after a short while, you actually, for a very, very brief moment, after just a couple of minutes after he left, you start hearing those same voices. It's just like it is the kitchen crew. It is. It's just like one word, but they all said it together. It happened so quickly that you really don't. What was with that? Where? Who? What?
Where is the voice coming from?
That's it. You were probably walking around inside the infirmary there, just waiting, checking out a couple of things. And I have no idea what you would do while waiting for him to come running to you.
I'd look around the office, check the drawers and shit like that, see what's around. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. You don't find anything incriminating or anything like that, but
No, just
suddenly that word, and it sounded like all three of the kitchen crew, Richard Bromley, your suck up, and Edward Abbott, the guy who made the name Mouth of Hell.
Yeah.
And then it just stopped briefly, and a couple of minutes go past. I guess you check around you to see if anyone's nearby, check right outside the door, or stuff like that.
Yeah, look at the bonfire.
The guards were just standing there.
Ask them where Richard, Bromley, and Edward are.
It's it has begun to become a bit more foggy again, but I don't
locked the door
know.
before while going out as well.
Yeah,
that's
but
on my mind.
as you are going over to them, asking where he is, your suck up. That's is it Matthew Lidford? Yeah, Matthew Lidford. He comes going from the barrack towards the bonfire as well.
From the barrack towards the bonfire.
Yeah, as far as you can't see over to the barrack right now, but he's coming from that direction.
I'll wait for him to come by, and then I'll ask him if he has seen Richard, Bromley, and Edward around.
Yeah, of course, Lord Withermore. You wanted to talk to me, by the way? They're back in the barracks.
I do want to talk to you. Do you know where those three are?
No, yeah.
I think I know this is not the right time for this, but
Do you take him to the side, by the way, or do you just tell him this in front of the rest of the people around the bonfire?
I tell it in front of the bonfire. I have a few questions about the meals. I think we could do some quality improvements there. I would like to talk to them, and also I would like to talk to you as well. About,
sure. I just came from my room. They were there. Do you want me to go fetch them?
They were there.
Yeah.
I would like us to go there together, if that's fine.
Sure. I mean, are you certain, Lord Wilmore? I'm not sure if our rooms make you justice.
No, it's just going to be a quick visit. I want to talk to them in person and quickly.
Well, of course, Lord Wilmore. But he seems. You can feel he is a bit confused about all of this, and also maybe a bit anxious.
Yep,
apprehensive.
That's fine. I tell him, the situation. We need to improve the food quality soon.
Yeah, I mean, we've been trying our best, Lord Withermore. Trust me. I mean, of course, with all the stuff going on lately, maybe we haven't been, as focused. Maybe. Sorry, Lord Withermore.
No, it's not a problem, but I think it would help improve everyone's moods.
I'll make sure. I'll make sure.
Yeah, what do you think about serving people alcohol? Does it impact the work quality if we do half a cup at a meal?
If it's just wine or beer, I suppose not. But we don't have we can't do that too many days, I suppose.
I know. I hope that the boat will be coming soon, or we will have to send out another crew to get some more liquid, as it were, liquid courage.
Yeah, we were actually about to pray for the boat to come back soon. We're very afraid for our comrades out there.
Oh, I hope it's going to be all fine. I hope that we will all get to the bottom of this very soon.
Yeah, of course.
You know, in these troubling times, as we walk through the barracks, I lower my voice. You know, in these times, people like you are the ones that I need the most.
Of course, I try my best, Lord Withmore, but it's been so hard the latest days. We miss our friend John Anstey and Vincent Lucas, of course. But John Anstey was quite near to me.
I'm sorry about that. Would you like to talk privately about this after we handle this? I think perhaps I could help you get things off of your mind a bit. The welfare of everyone in this community, both physically and mentally, is my duty as well. It would not do to have everyone here miserable and sad. At least if there is anything I can do to ease your heart, be sure to let me know, and we will have a talk about this as well.
Are you sure, Lord Withermore? I don't want to bother you with my issues.
Well, we have lost 2 people very recently here, and this is happening for the first time. And this will not do. We cannot just accept this and move on. We have to do something about this. And as a person of the crew, you are much more closer to what people feel than I am. So,
if you want to and have the time, we can have a little private chat afterwards, Lord Withermore. I'd like that.
All right, visit me first thing in the morning, even before the kitchen crew, if you can manage it.
Oh, that early? Are you sure you don't want to sleep out?
I'll catch a peek here. There's so much going on right now. We need to settle in soon and make sure that we feel safe again here. So I want to do the best I can here, right now.
Okay, so right now, both of you, and you can tell he is now a bit curious, but also he's maybe looking forwards to having a little chat with you again. You most of the time, this is this the guy that is around you. This is almost the closest guy most of the day for you. You have not been that into everyone else, but no, normal work days, that's completely different from the situation here. So there's a lot of other stuff going on right now. I think I need to check with the other people, because right now
Alright.
you are going
We
to
are all moving into the barracks. Yes.
yeah, you are going to pass James Eden and Bostwick, past their rooms.
Yeah.
So
Sorry about the switches, but it had to.
no, that's fine. I actually need to have a little thing solo right now, actually, to tell the audience something, and
Alright.
then I'll ask the other guys if they want to intervene when you walk past them with him, just in case, because we can't have to do that, and then I'll come back to you. Okay, so there's just a couple of things going on behind the scenes here, with people writing me stuff. You, of course, can't see that, and that's a reason for that. So there's no spoilers for everyone else going on right now. And so one of the things is that the priest, he just faked going to his own apartment or quarters, and then started sneaking around in camp, just checking who went where. And as soon as he realized Willem Bostwick, the hunter, was going out to... everyone else knows. There's a couple of things going on behind everyone's backs right now. The priest faked going to his quarters so he could go around, sneak around, and check everyone else if they said what they're going to... if they're doing what they said they're supposed to be doing. And he realized that Willem Bostwick was sneaking around, or walking around in the church with Gabriel Haynes, seeing... checking around, checking the church. And he was hiding, but Willem Bostwick, with his newly improved senses, actually, I'll do like this, he saw him, and he faked not seeing him. So he knows that the priest was spying on him, but the priest does not know he was spying on him. So there's that going on, and that's it really. So now I'm just going to put on the Stone Alv or Willem Bostwick and James Eden again. Let's do like... oh, that's the wrong guy. And him gone. Or that's... sorry, wait a bit more. Actually, we'll do one with John Gladstone first. This is about... it's about time you got your spotlight on you again.
You're muted, I think.
Yes, I am. Thank you. It's your spotlight time. And you have to just fix your points. I've been too busy with all the technical issues we're having tonight as well. Seems like this is a cursed night for this stream. So I think we're going to cut it a bit shorter today. But, okay, so Hammerdin, you spent another 10 points after using 5 to remember about that. Yeah, that was actually something we were going to tell the viewers when we started. Since we are having the little one-on-one conversation right now, I can tell you, viewers, that John Gladstone here used 5 points in between sessions to remember the last time he knew his cross was silver. And do you want to tell them, John Gladstone?
Yeah, it was right when I was slapping those poor sods in the barracks.
Yes. So, in between there and when James Eden gave you back the cross, it stopped being silver. Or someone changed it out. Yeah. So that's it.
Oh.
But so I
We'll get to the bottom of this.
yeah.
later.
So you were sneaking around outside now. You still have enough light to just go around without a torch. And as you're going around checking, you see Wilhelm Bostwick and Gabriel Haynes. This has happened already. This is after now. You're spying on them, and you can see them. They both go to the church, and they're looking around inside the church, checking everything. It looks like they're searching for something, as far as you can see. And Gabriel Haynes is pointing a bit here and there, and just like you really can't hear them. You have to be closer to hear them, and if you're getting closer, they would be more susceptible to catching you. So you just observe them, and it seems like whatever they're doing here, they're not satisfied with it or whatever, and then they just go back to the barracks. And
They don't seem like they found anything, right?
no,
Oh, okay.
but it did seem like they were looking for something.
Did they have a torch with them or something like a light source?
No, there was still a bit of slight light left in the day, so no. And you just keep on going around in camp, checking a bit more, I guess.
Yeah,
Just
I have my like monk cloaks on. I don't know how
Try-
to describe.
probably traveling equipment, so that you don't get too cold, and you can still stay a bit hidden.
My
and-
not so silver cross on my neck,
Yeah.
and actually have my Bible with me, and I try to go to the bonfire after, Bostwick and Hayes go to the barracks rooms.
So the fog is thickening as you're doing all of this, by the way. And
So is it
actually,
really outside, like, is it
no, it's very quiet. It's very quiet.
Like- if I light a candle, would that like go out in an instant?
No, it wouldn't. But
Okay then. Okay.
yeah, of course, people would notice you very easily if you're going around with a light source.
Yeah, I'm just going to do that. I'm after I, investigate what the hell is going on with the Bostwick and Hayes. I just take a candle out of my storage, light
Yeah.
it up through the bonfire or whatever. Maybe I have a tinderbox somewhere.
Yeah, but you probably go back to your own place, get a candle, right? Since you know
Yeah,
it's
like,
it's
yes,
not
I'm
windy.
Right next to the church.
Yeah. That is after they have gone back to the barracks, right? And you get your candle, and as you are going back to the bonfire, you see James Eden going into the barracks.
Oh, is that so?
Yeah. I guess you can just stand there and watch for a bit to see who comes in and out without having light source.
Yeah,
Up
I
to you-
guess
up to
so,
you.
But am I not next to the bonfire? So I.
Right now you're south of the bonfire, so you're not seen right now, but you can see the bonfire slightly, the light source of it, kinda. And after just a few minutes, like 2 minutes after he has gone in, you see Matthew Lidford. That is the suck up. You know him as the suck up.
Oh, yeah.
He is walking towards James Eden's house, but James Eden is not coming. James Eden is still inside the barracks, and
So he gave him the key. That's what I presume. Then he opens the door, right?
okay, if you're actually going to see if he is opening the door, you have to go over there, and at that point the bonfire crew will actually notice you, most likely.
I want to notice them with my own style on.
Oh, actually, you if you want to, you can spend another 5 points to remain unseen. But I'll actually tell you this one for free. Before he goes over to James Eden's house, you see him stopping at the bonfire, and you see Lord Withermore standing there. And he is now talking to him as well. It seems like they're having a conversation along with the rest of the people around the bonfire.
Okay, that's good. Then I don't need to investigate further since they are just stopping there as far as I can see. So I go back to my house and grab a candle, light it up.
Yeah, you already had. You already fetched. Yeah, you already fetched the candle.
Oh,
So-
I did. Okay.
Okay. Right before you go, you can see that both Lord Withermore and Matthew Lidford, the suck up, turns around and they are heading towards the barracks as well.
Okay.
So, do you still want to go check the church, or do you want to do anything else about the situation?
Yeah, go check the church first. Then I'm going to do maybe some other stuff.
Okay. What are you checking in the church? You have a candle now with light.
Is it like the floor is the floor stone or wooden in our church?
Wooden. The foundation
Okay.
is stone, but it's wooden floor.
I'm going to knock on some of the foundation spots if they are like, hollow or
Yeah.
dense.
The church is pretty
Understand
pretty big, so this will take a lot of time. So
how much
maybe an hour or so checking around all of it. So what else do you check inside the church? I'll do someone else in the meanwhile and then give you the results after.
Okay, what else I check is any markings I can see maybe on the stones.
Okay, so you're going to check the entire church very thoroughly right now. You're going to check for markings, hidden rooms, all of that stuff inside the church.
Yeah.
Okay, that will take a lot of time, as I said, and I can actually give you the results right now, but I'm going to jump over to another conversation before.
Can I continue my night shift after checking the church, or am
Yeah.
I going to be too tired for that?
Of course, you're going to be tired, but you're one of the very few that actually slept well throughout the night, so you have a lot more energy. You're able to keep it up if you want to, and of course it's Sunday, so you can rest a lot on the Sunday if you want to.
Yeah, we can do that, I guess.
So, sorry to say, you use a lot of time inside the church, but you don't find anything. There are no markings, no hidden rooms as far as you can find, and you check pretty thoroughly as well. You have a lot of time now, but there's nothing. It seems like, yeah, maybe the other guys were looking for something you were looking for right now as well, and no one is finding anything.
I don't know. I have to talk to them about it, maybe.
Okay, after that you do your night shift. You just, check around the bonfire, walk around and camp in general.
Yeah, I'm just going to creep out the people like, I'm looking for a fellow Christian. Have you seen any? That kind of-
Okay, sure.
And-
I'll
If I have any chalk, I may mark some people's doors and all that.
most people's doors are inside the barracks. So if that's the case, you only have the door to James Eden and Lord Withermore.
So am I going to mark them?
That's up to you, my friend. But if you're going to do marking anyone's doors, probably have to go inside the barracks. But okay, so
Grab a piece of chalk. Just
yeah.
in case.
But right now you're using a lot of time checking the entire church. I'll come back to you.
Right.
There's 3 guys in this conversation right now. Oh, stupid insect.
Why?
Because
What happened? I was just going somewhere and took 5 hours, I guess.
no,
I tumbled somewhere and I died.
so Willem Bostwick, you're just chilling in your room with your boys.
Your boys?
Yes,
yeah.
with your boys, Miles Johnson and Gabriel Haynes. You see James Eden passing by, and the same goes for Matthew Lidford, Dane Withermore's suck up, And after a short while after that, James Eden comes into your room. And very shortly after that, both Dane Withermore and Matthew Lidford is also coming back into the barracks. I just said to Dane Withermore that since he's heading back in here, I'll give all of you a chance to intervene, or if you guys want to talk together or whatever. It's a bit hard for me to tell you see them passing by, do you stop them or not? So apparently James Eden come to visit you here now, Willem Bostwick, and Dane Withermore is following Matthew Lidford. I'm just giving everyone an opportunity right now.
I'm outside stretching, and I see them.
Yeah, no, you're inside the barracks in your room.
Right.
So do you guys all want to intervene, or should I just split up the people right now? It's just an option right now, as I said. If you don't have anything else...
Where are the Lord and his lackey going? Are they coming here?
Yeah, they're. It looks they came into the barracks, and they're. It seems like they're going to pass you, both of you, and just keep continuing further into the barracks. I'm just giving the opportunity right now to have a conversation, passing by or whatever. That's your choice.
I'm gonna look at the Lord, and I'm gonna make a subtle sign, maybe a wink or whatever, like, what's up?
What's up, homie?
Just gonna talk to the kitchen crew about food. Nothing weird going on here.
Exactly. Looks like nothing weird is going on. This is exactly what I would have said. I am a human. I like to do human stuff like breathing and drinking water.
Correct.
Oh, yeah, that's a typical alien talk.
Nothing suspicious. Just walking and doing human stuff. Like,
I just want to fucking laugh right now, but yeah.
Can you even lie?
Just going to talk to the kitchen crew.
Oh,
Just the
barracks?
usual.
yeah, in the barracks.
Tag along if you want to. Or
No.
you guys have something else to do, that's fine.
No.
Is it
unimportant.
the next day or is it?
No, it's still Saturday evening.
Oh, all right. Well, I'm just kind of chilling.
I look at the dock, and as I just like walk away out of sight, I go like, yeah, what I said, think about it.
Oh wait, before he goes, I want my keys back. If it's possible, I'm gonna make a...
Yeah, I
do
lock the
this.
door. Sure, if you just stop me, I'll just like throw you the keys and keep going.
And
Yeah,
Willem
it
goes,
looks like I'm,
okay,
it looks like I'm
sure.
in a slight hurry.
Yes, I take the keys and he goes.
Okay, Dean Withermore, I'm gonna shove you out of this conversation and then put you back in another one
Nothing
afterwards.
suspicious here. You're just walking.
Nothing weird.
I'm
just-
walking here.
I'm walking.
Okay, it's gone. Yes. So that was a strange thing there, Willem Bostwick. Well,
Yeah.
it's you two guys in your room right now, along with Miles Johnson and Gabriel Haynes, and they're just looking at all of you with all this stuff happening. Do you guys want some room to talk by yourselves? Should we just head out for a while, or what? Sorry.
Sure.
If
Go
it's
ahead
not
and-
so much of a hassle for you
Nope.
gentlemen.
They just we're going to talk to this and that guy down there.
I'll pretend that I'm trying to reach into something in my pockets. I'm here to take a look at your wound because I forgot to give you medicine. I say as they head out.
Oh, I was thinking that you're going for your gun.
Yeah, that's what they're thinking too.
Okay, then I'm gonna to the opposite side. Okay, God damn it.
Okay, so yeah, they
That
go.
would have been so anticlimactic, actually, killing you up like
Well. Well, they leave you to your and they close the door after them. So you're both there alone in Willem Bostwick's room right now.
Okay, I will keep my voice very low, like a whisper. Are you positive about that smell in the church?
Well, I went to the church again,
Mhm.
me and Gabriel, and I didn't smell anything. So it might be in his living quarter. Maybe he moved it. I'm not sure. I'm just concluding on what I think.
The way he is looking at the screen is very creepy, by the way. I just noticed.
But I noticed he's keeping an eye on me. And when I was, yeah, he was watching me, following me.
Specifically himself, or
Just
did
him.
he has-
I noticed him.
Oh, well, after the funeral, he kinda made me try to make me look suspicious in front of people. At least this is what I think. And Lord Whittemore and I agree that he is trying to pull something off. We just don't know what. And he's getting more and more crazy every day, more rambling, and trying to get people on his side.
I also have something to discuss with you. If you want to check my wound,
Sure.
I open it and shows him.
Yeah, James Eden, that is without a doubt not the wound you've been treating. Because there is no wound. There's only a slight bruising, like he got hit with something. And the bruising itself would probably suggest that it would hurt, but there's no cuts.
Been a visible scar, right?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
And I know you don't believe in magic, but I'm
No
starting
need
to
to stay
wonder.
here. I'm the best doctor in all England. I'm going
Yeah.
back home and I'll
Well,
make a new career for myself.
I think it's important to be open about this, because this is strange. I feel really good.
And when did this happen?
Like yesterday, maybe. I was starting to feel, but it disappeared when I checked today, like an hour or two ago.
Did anything happen, like, to suggest, like, anything out of the ordinary, like someone touching you in particular, you eating something you normally wouldn't?
No, I can't recall. I mean, I haven't seen how the wound was before, though, but
You were the one
I guess this is
checking.
much better.
I can definitely tell you that a simple bruise is not what is left.
Yes,
You
so,
sure, James Eden?
Yeah.
You writing down
Yeah.
stuff for your journal?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, what are we gonna do about this? What do you propose? Should I tell more people? I mean, we shouldn't tell the priest, because he's a madman. But I believe we should also include Dane Withermore on this. Do you agree, Eden?
We can maybe do that, but like, I'm not sure. I mean, I saw your wound, okay? I believed it was going to get better, but this is simply impossible, especially in such a short time. There should have been a visible scar, maybe a war wound. Actually, if you would consent to it, I would like to examine you in my office again, because this is very, very out of the ordinary.
Alright.
This is not normal, unless you are maybe blessed by some deity or have like this immensely complex biology that makes you survive everything.
How's my other wounds now? Like the old ones?
You
My old scars?
the scars are still there.
Okay, so it's just this wound. All right. Yeah, I'm in for a doc check.
Okay. And in the office, I will also tell you what we talked about with Whittemore. As we
Okay,
head
so
out,
s-
can I like,
Yeah.
you know, do a little this to see if Whittemore is really talking to the kitchen crew? Is he still inside?
That of course depends on what he is going to do right now when I talk to him in private, but I suppose you don't see him.
All right.
Oh, we don't see him.
No, you don't see him.
Okay.
All right.
Then we go to my office real quick.
Yeah, you do. You're in the office right now. The fog is thickening, by the way, again.
Okay. I want him to undress, and as he's undressing, I will tell him that Lord Withermore and I kinda agreed that the priest is a bit dangerous right now because his sermon is getting a bit more zealous and a bit aggressive, and in times of panic, he could, people turn to the religious leaders most of the time because they fear for their soul. And I think that Lord Withermore is slowly losing control, which I shared with him, and you are like the best chance of actually restoring order if things get out of control, because like I'm a doctor, people listen to me, I'm necessary, but I'm not leadership material. Withermore is clearly being discarded in favor of someone with more, he's making sense in a way, by his sermons and all that stuff. So we actually considered maybe sneaking in one night, you and me, since you are much more quicker on your feet, and making his sleep a bit heavier with the chemical I have, so that we can just check around the church without really alerting him, since he will be sleeping very soundly if we use that material, and I don't think he's going to notice, and even if he does, what can he say? By the way, since he's undressing, I wanna, do a full checkup, his eyes, his teeth, his ears, insides of his ears, everything, every visible possible place on his body.
Yeah, he looks to be in perfect order. There's nothing wrong with him at all.
Any fur
Nothing?
growing anywhere?
Nope. Just a normal body here.
I'm gonna take out my, slowly, by the way, take out the silver knife I have, and I'm gonna touch you with the butt of it, like the not sharp part of it. I'm
Nothing.
gonna, rub it in his skin just a few times.
Like if you would touch any other human with a silverware.
Yeah, sure, like, I'm just making sure that the skin definitely contacts with the knife.
No reaction.
What do you think about yourself right now? Why are you healed? Do you have any idea why?
No, I don't. There's no logic explanation for this. This is not normal. That's why I talk to you. You're supposed to know this better than me.
Have you ever felt something out of the ordinary, like heightened sense of smell,
Yeah, my
increasing appetite?
no increasing appetite, but my senses are much better.
Did you ever wake up at night, all of a sudden, when you normally wouldn't?
No. It
Yes?
feels like there's never been a wound there. I never checked it out.
Yet you're saying that your senses are heightened, and this is... I'm not saying that you are in any way in danger, but you might be a danger if we subscribe to the theory that whatever attacked you was really a lycanthrope, a werewolf, or whatever. And since it's gashed you, maybe it also infected you. I'm just using the theory right now at hand because scientifically this is impossible.
Don't you have some pills, fix this? Some alchemy?
Reopen your wound, you mean?
No.
With pills? Is that what you want? That's not how science works. I can, maybe make a small incision to that bruising, but I don't see any use in it.
No, we won't do that. I don't see the point of it.
I mean, I checked your eyes for any change. I checked your ears if there is any fur growing there, since maybe it is too early to tell if there's actually something with you, but from now on, I want to check you 2 times a day.
Sure.
If that is, not too hard for you.
No, I don't understand why that would be. But...
Okay.
Do you think we should include a Dane with them or with this information, or you wanna just see how it goes.
Did you think that Lord Wintermore was a bit suspicious back in the barracks? He seemed like he was panicking, right? When I asked him what he was doing there.
I mean, you're the one that talks to him the most. I'm not. I don't really know him that much, except these days. So,
Well, he's a bit fixated on the theory that I sleepwalk and murder people.
Hmm.
Despite me consciously walk and not being able to sleep.
okay, so that might be an issue. Then you have me having this wound. Okay.
That
That
wound and your...
that might be a problem with your sleep issues and my wound healing fast.
And I'm sure if the priest was to have any knowledge of this, he might make some sort of new oratory out of it, either claiming that you are blessed by the Lord or you are blessed by the devil or whatever.
I know that he will tell me that I'm cursed. So
Is there any reason for him to not like you? Like, you and the priest were here far longer than I have been, and I do know that there was some issues before we arrived.
I mean, he's all about focused on eating the people, which I didn't do. But I think he thinks that I did it. But I'm a good hunter, so I ate some rats and whatever I found, but I never ate humans. But I suspect that might be the real issue. But I'm not sure. I don't know him well enough. He's got his church and that, and I got my people.
Do you know any cannibals in this camp?
No, not really. I don't.
The priest is very dead set on the fact that someone or some people here committed some great aggression against God by going out against his orders or whatever, and if you could pinpoint people that the priest doesn't like, or like pinpoint people that might have actually committed something grave,
I would have let you know. There's no one that I can think of. But what about the plan you're talking about when he's sleeping? Does Dane Withermore know about it? Did you guys
yeah, we
discuss it?
actually discussed it with Withermore, and we decided that you and I will carry it out because you are the most silent, the quickest on your feet. I think you are the only one who can sneak up to him and put him out of his misery for some time, and then we can quickly search the church, and obviously we have to do it at night.
We do not need to search the church. We need to search his living quarters.
Same plan, same things. Ain't just...
By the way, it would probably be a lot easier just to have someone put something in his evening food. Or in his, drink for evening food.
I agree.
Well, wouldn't he just collapse in the middle of everyone?
So
You can
we
probably
just put him in a
concoct...
sick bay.
Yeah, he's been sick lately.
But that would mean that we will have to wait at least one more day, like at least until breakfast to do that, which is, especially now that we're suspecting the kitchen crew, we can't really ask them to do it for us, and if we do it ourselves, it's going to be a bit suspicious.
It's pretty fast. I mean, we can do it unnoticed.
If you have Withermore in on it, it's very easy for him to just go into the warehouse, which is his and his only with the keys, fetch a couple of drinks for the higher-ups, like wine or anything like that.
I think he would refuse to drink wine. I think we have to put it in his porridge.
Who
He
would
has this whole act going on with being a very humble servant of Jesus Christ and all that.
who
I
would
doubt we-
deny Lord Withermore himself fetching his own bowls of porridge?
That is possible. Okay, then we have to let him in on this, and tomorrow morning, during breakfast, he collapses. You and I carry him back here, back to his own place, and then I tend to him, and then you tend to the room, and hopefully we can make something. But how do we find Withermore right now?
We'll go to that kitchen crew in the barracks just to see if it's there, maybe.
Okay.
Well, if you guys are, you're here for a while discussing all this stuff, I'll have the situation with Dane Withermore now, and we'll see. If you just comes there in with you guys or something like that.
Okay.
I'll mute you guys for now. And it's Elrithian time.
All right.
Where's Dane Withmore? There he is. Splendid. So yeah, you go along with Matthew Lidford to their room. And of course, as soon as you enter their room, they both rise up from their beds and bow to you. But Lord Withmore, we weren't expecting you. We would probably have shined up this place a bit, nicer for you.
I want to look around. Are there any mud prints that are new on the floor?
No, they're just
just
a bit of
casual.
work clothes hanging around here and there. It's not that bad. It's a bit untidy maybe, but just in general, there's no mud paths or anything like that.
All right. Well, how's it going, guys? How's the last days been treating you of late?
As well as it can go, Lord Withermore. Might not getting the best of sleep, but we manage. We'll manage, Lord.
You guys wake up a lot earlier than us, right? For the food, breakfast.
Yes, and that's why we try to go earlier to bed as well. So, and people try to be quiet around here so we can get our sleep.
Yeah, I won't keep you guys for long. I just want to know
No, it's fine.
how you
Lord.
guys are doing, and I had an idea in mind. If we can serve like half a cup of wine next breakfast, as well as if there is any possibility for us to improve the meal quality for like 1 or 2 days. Just so I think like people might feel more comfortable around the situation here. I want to help everyone feel safe again after all that went down.
That is doable. If you permit us access to more of the resources inside the warehouse, then of course, Lord Withermore, we can try to make a better feast for tomorrow. You can actually sense them. They're liking the idea of this. Trying to maybe boost morale a bit, and you can see them getting a bit of the glimmer of excitement or hope kind of thing when you're talking about trying to do something more nice for once these days.
After all that has happened, how's the last guys been for you guys? Are you keeping up? I know it's a lot tougher for you preparing the meals as well as doing work, waking up a lot early. If you guys are having a hard time, we could ask for the other guys to help you out or do switches so that it's not always you guys that prepares the meals or only half of you with some other crew for help if you guys are feeling tired or something like that.
Of course, immediately when you start talking about them having lost their roommate, you immediately see the change or feel the change in their spirits. To be honest, Lord Withermore, we kind of rotated us four before this. That one of us splitting up on through 4 days got to sleep a bit more, took it more easy because we managed fine doing the kitchen work 3 guys at a time. So this is just now normal work without getting that extra day of just a bit more sleep. So we managed fine. Thank you, Lord.
If there are any guys from the crew that you feel close with, I'm sure we can arrange something. Perhaps, I don't know, extra round for you guys as well. We could arrange that if it would help you guys out. I want to make sure that everyone here in the camp is comfortable and safe, and you guys are critical in this part because you guys prepare the meals for all of us. So I would like to make sure that you guys are safe and sound.
That Edward Abbott, the guy with the mouth of hell, I really don't think any of the other guys would be as good as us making food, Lord. To be honest. So yeah.
If there is any small work that needs to be done, and if any guys you feel are could be helpful, be sure to let me know. Do you guys have any ideas for how we might help people feel safe again, comfortable again? Because the last days have been tough for all of us in the camp, and I just want to make sure that I'm. I just want to make sure that if there's anything I can do to help you guys out, I'm here for you.
As you're saying this, you can see them just moving their eyesight in between each other, and they're looking a bit more to Matthew Litford as you're apparently giving them the chance to talk a bit more open about what should be done around here, and feeling their little. You can see them edging this guy on, and so yeah, that's kind of one of the things I was going to talk to you in private about, Lord Withermore, when we had a chance. But
if you prefer to talk privately, we can.
No, it's fine. Since you're asking here now, we of course are wondering why we're not getting any more guns out for the guards around here, since we're being attacked and all of these strange things are happening in the night. So yeah, I'm sorry. James Eden has his reasons, I suppose, but we're just wondering, can't we just have a bit more weapons so we feel a bit more safer in the night?
I could help you guys have some more melee weapons, but ranged weapons are out of the situation right now. We are not under attack by a large threatening unit, but it's something that, I suspect is working more animal or beast-like. So I would say that we have enough guns to fend off any beast, and we are able to keep a bonfire for now and scare off anything that might come close.
And this Lord Withermore is where things start to feel really strange for you right now, because you've been sensing the feeling in this room from these people, from both apprehensive and scared what's going on. The Lord is coming to our rooms, all of that stuff. But that's what you're starting to notice right now. You're actually sensing this almost physically. You've been very empathic so far here now, and right now you can sense both disappointment and a bit of suspiciousness from them, like physically. It just hits you right now, like, oh, what's going on here? These guys are wondering, why would it be a problem giving out more ranged weapons? Weapons are weapons. They're feeling suspicious towards James Eden right now.
All right. And any for the hunter or just Eden?
No, for
I
like
saw them looking at Eden at the ceremony.
Yeah, exactly. And of course they're a bit suspicious about this, maybe this entire thing going on right now with the leaders of the town not giving them the chance to properly defend themselves. They're not saying anything, but you can physically feel.
All right.
And you've never ever experienced that before.
That's weird.
Yes, it is.
That is weird. Yeah, I'm just going to tell them. The best thing we can do is not give people more guns. The weather out there is foggy, and there's a lot of rain out there. I do not want to risk another accidental. I do not want to risk an accidental shot with the boat that might be coming in any day now. If anyone is slightly on edge right now, even the boat coming in could cause people to get, twitchy, if you will. I do not want to risk anything when it comes to ranged weapons. They do not. Ranged weapons do not have any retaliation. There is no taking that back. And if we are to lose someone just because of an accidental shot, then that would be pretty hard for us right now. It would not only, well, hurt someone or injure someone, it could also create some tension around the camp that we do not want right now. And I know that you guys are not feeling safe around here, but please know that I'm trying to do my best to make sure that everyone here is safe both physically and mentally.
Of course, they're just standing there accepting whatever you're saying because you're the Lord. It's apparent they still have those feelings. They can't do anything about it. And if you say so, then it is so. It's that simple.
If you guys want 1 or 2 more rifles, when the boat comes in, so that we can make sure that there is no one from us that will be coming in close to the camp, then we can perhaps bring this issue up with James Eden, and I might do so privately. But right now, that is an unnecessary risk that I do not want to take. I hope you guys understand.
Of course,
in
Lord.
the meanwhile, if there is anything else about our security that you guys feel is lacking, please make sure to let me know. If there is anything untoward or any tension around in the camp, please make sure to let me know. I will make sure that it is any personal issues should be handled right now, perhaps with delicacy, so that we do not make the situation intenser. Has any guys have been giving you trouble lately with the situation that's been going on? I know you guys lost people, and all right. I hope the situation stays clear.
And once again, when you just say that, I know you've got I've lost on it, that physically feeling of their pain hits you. You can feel their pain actually, physically.
I from standing up straight and tall, I buckle a bit. My shoulders go a bit down. I took a second to breathe, and I go I hope all of this will clear up soon. And I'm doing my best to get to the bottom of this as soon as I can. And if you guys can help in any way, you can visit me anytime and talk to me.
Yeah. Sure. And then you go back to James Eden, or?
God. What I wonder is, could I recall or have an idea of what that word was like? Is it just one short exclamation, or is it something longer, a statement?
What do you mean?
I heard back in James Eden's house. I heard the kitchen crew say something at the same time, right?
Maybe father?
Father. Maybe, alright.
Yeah, maybe father, actually.
Alright. That is weird. I'll go back to James Eden.
Okay.
For now.
I'll pull you back into the conversation real soon. Just give me a minute or two. John Gladstone, are you ready? You've been searching around for a while, and then you sneak around checking, and you wanted to go inside the barracks as well.
No, I don't want to go inside. No.
Oh, okay, so just checking. You can see that Lord Withermore, that is coming out of the barracks alone, and he seems to be heading towards James Edens' place.
Okay.
If that's the case, everyone else is going there.
Everyone is going to James Eden's house, all right? I'm actually going to do a few writings on the walls.
Okay.
The guards can't see me due to, mist or whatever. Like, I can break the line of sight with the barracks' walls as well, if that needs to be.
Yeah. So what kind of symbols are you?
Stuff like, not symbols, like I'm just going to write in plain English stuff like, know your neighbor, find your courage, there is the devil among us, do not let him win, that sort of stuff. I'm just going to cover the barracks' outer walls with that.
Yeah, you've used a lot of points tonight, so I'll let you have that one without spending any points, and you do it very quietly as well. After you've done that, what do you do? Just keep walking around camp and checking and searching?
I go to the bonfire with my candle lit,
Yeah.
and I'm just like huddling really close to the.
Father, you're still up?
I have this like inquisitive look in my eyes like this, as I stare into them, and I say, "I'm looking for a fellow Christian. Have you seen any?"
We're all Christians here, Father.
Is that so? Can you prove it, son?
They look a bit confused, maybe. One of them pulls forth a wooden cross he has hanging around his neck. Is this proof enough, Father Gladstone?
What's your name, son? I ask him his name. What's your name?
Jeffrey Marks, Father.
That's good. I'm taking a note of you, Jeffrey.
And the guys around the campfire as well, we're Christians too. I've got a cross that's not, as a necklace back in my quarters. Same goes for me. The third guy goes.
Third guy sounds like a hitchhiker, so I'm to get real close to him and inspect him. Like, is he, can I discern if he's telling the truth or not?
Kind of looks like it. They are a bit off-put about this situation right now, but they seem eager to show you their loyalty.
Whisper, in case anyone around, like, try to eavesdrop or anything. Be careful about the blasphemers. They are up around in our business. They are trying to, herd you away from the righteous path. Do not let them do this. All right, my children.
Of course not, Father. We heard your sermon. Do you have any one we should be in particular suspicious about?
Well, you tell me. You know your neighbors more than I can. Has anyone been acting suspicious around in the barracks where you live? In your rooms, maybe? Your roommates? Have you seen any of them act differently in these 5 days?
Not in the barracks, Father, but we can all safely say we're all kind of, off, but at least about James Eden's doings lately. Yeah.
Say James Eden is to blame to this.
No, not necessarily, Father, but...
Don't worry, my child. This secret is not going to...
So there's...
escape my lips.
We've been talking a bit about this lately, and he came out with bloody hands that night, and he doesn't want to give us guns to defend ourselves. We don't know what to make of it. We got our guns right here, of course. We stand guard, but no one else is allowed to have anything. And we're not misusing it either.
Well, why don't you go create a group of sorts, like an assembly, and ask him that in a more powerful voice. The more you are, the more you can be heard. Don't forget that.
How about you, Father? How about we stand behind you in this matter and you tell him for us?
Did Jesus spread Christianity throughout this world himself, or did his emissaries did? Tell me.
Of course, he had followers doing it, but yeah, I'm sorry.
You have
Uh,
your own problems, and
uh,
you know how to best solve them, right? I don't know how to solve the musket situations. Like I can show James Eden that.
how
Who's to say he's going to trust me?
everyone should trust the Father, shouldn't they?
Well, if he's a
You're the
blasphemer as you suspect, why would he? Don't you agree, my children?
Benjamin Jeffs. That's the Smith, by the way. Has been talking about taking this up. Maybe we can do it after or around breakfast time or somewhere tomorrow if nothing happens.
Is Benjamin sleeping right now? Do you know?
Yes, yes.
All right then. Well, if you get to see him waking up, tell him that Father wishes to speak with him at the earliest moment.
Of course, Father Gladstone, but I suspect he will be sleeping until breakfast.
Now, are there any more guards around, patrolling, like moving around?
No,
Or just you?
everyone else is going to sleep or trying to sleep soon now, so it's just the 3 guards outside, and that's how it's supposed to be until halfway through the night. Then they change the guards.
All right, then you know that Lord Dave Mithermore and his closely associated kitchen worker, who I forgot the name of.
Matthew Lidford, yeah, they were here.
Yeah, what did they talk about? Did you know? Did you get to hear?
About the food situation and that he was wondering where his roommates were. Was it something about? Yeah. He wanted to talk to the entire kitchen crew, so they all went back to their room, and after a while he came back and went alone into James Eden following Willem Bostwick. They're all in there now. I suspect the kitchen crew is just sleeping. They're early wakers.
Mm-hmm, indeed. Well, I better not keep you more up than you need to be. I
No,
guess.
it's fine. We're going to be here all night, Father.
Yeah. I think you got what I needed to make you understand. Am I clear?
Of course, Father. And they all kind of kneel to you for a blessing, I suppose.
I do this not with silver, but something fake, I must admit. But still, it's a blessing, and it should count. And I bless them. My hand gestures and all.
They all fold their hands and say Amen.
Indeed. Amen.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, by the way. Look out, keep on the lookout for, a silver cross that you may see in someone's hands.
of course. So, what do you do after if you have been talking to them? To just keep on walking around camp, or
Does his house like have windows I can spy through?
actually, you can try to go to his office and see if they're standing inside the office. There's a window there. You might be able to hear something through that window.
I'm not trying to hear. I'm just going to see, like,
Oh.
what they are doing, and decide if I'm inside or.
Okay. Sorry, but you're lagging hard right now. Can you hear me properly?
Yeah, I can hear. Can.
Okay, just
All
yeah,
right now?
yeah, you're better right now. So are you? So you're going to try to spy a bit on them?
Yeah, I'm just going to see what kind of conversation they are having. Like, is it a heated argument or is it something joyful and for amusement?
Okay, so I'll tell you if something is going to go on or happens if you are able to get anything. I'll have a conversation with them right now, and I'll keep you posted if anything happens, okay? You just sit tight and wait.
I have my right to barge in the door.
If that's the
that I may
case,
do that.
if that's the case, you have to go around the corner and then to the door, okay? But I'll give you a heads up if anything should happen.
All right.
I saw Stone Elf just leaving right now, but he's
I
back. It
spilled
seems.
Back.
You
soda
just
on
spill.
my keyboard. Fuck.
Okay.
But I'm here. I'll
yes,
try
yes,
to
yes.
focus.
That's what we need, really. So, after a short while, after your conversation, Dean Withermore comes back in.
Alone?
Odin.
Is
Sounds
he
like an
alone?
homeroom.
With Matt.
Okay.
Hmm?
I asked if he was alone, and he said no, he's with his friend, Slacky, whatever.
Ah, okay.
No, yeah, you're coming here alone, Dean Withermore. You don't have your suck up with you now, right?
Oh, all right.
Or
he
did
stay
you
with
s-
the kitchen crew?
Yeah, he said no. You said he
I didn't
wanted.
say anything. If he stayed, he stayed.
Yeah, he stayed because you said he should talk to you tomorrow.
Yeah.
Remember? So he
Alright,
he
okay.
stayed there. So it's only you. You three are yeah. You're standing in the infirmary right now. So yeah.
All right. I saw you were in a hurry there. Are you alright?
Well, it's just the three of us here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that
I check around, like cupboards, and I look upstairs. I try to listen if anything, like any sound is being made. I go down. Can I see into the armory or?
No, the armory is locked, and there's also the door into his office.
Yeah, I'll
There-
listen to both of those and see if there's any sound that I can hear.
Are you
the-
hearing sounds?
No, you don't see anyone or hear anyone.
No, but I'm asking him. Are you hearing anything?
I do a vibe check. I don't reply to the hunter.
What?
I do a vibe check. What do I feel about this situation? How's the Dark and Hunter doing? What's their emotions like? Like how content are they about the situation? All right, okay, fine. That's fine. All right, God.
I'll just fetch myself
I
something to drink. So I'll mute myself, but I can hear everything.
All right, I'll just go back down. I just lie on the stretcher and I just collapse.
What is wrong with you?
I don't know.
There is.
Look,
Yes.
just as you left this place, I stand up. Just as you left this place, I heard the kitchen crew, the three of them, not my lackey, but the other three,
Okay.
okay. say "Father" at the same time.
All three of them say father at the same time. Here in my office.
I heard them here. I'm not sure where the sound came from, but I heard them. And then, as my assistant was coming in, I took him and I went to see if the kitchen crew was in their rooms, which they were. The bonfire crew didn't see anything. They didn't see them come outside. I don't know what's going on. And as I spoke to the kitchen crew, they are very upset about the situation right now. They want more weapons, but I told them that that cannot be done right now. And I hope I was able to convince them. I told them that after the boat comes, we might think about it again. I do not want any accidental shots or something like that. And then after that, as I spoke to them, I nearly collapsed from how much pain they were in. Like the first time in my life, I just felt physically someone having pain in front of me.
Okay.
That
Were there any visible
I've
signs?
no idea. I've no idea. I'm hearing stuff. I propose that we do go and check the father. Indeed.
But what about the
apart,
plan?
Apart from that, I have no idea what's going on anymore.
The plan, maybe it should wait. I'm not sure right now. Do you? You said you felt pain in people, right? In the kitchen crew.
Yep, the
But
kitchen.
they
I
had
do
no
not.
visible signs, like they didn't have pox marks, they didn't have wounds. You just felt it.
No, I just felt them in pain, and I don't think that the kitchen crew is responsible. At least.
Do you feel anything with us?
No, you guys are just you. Like, it was that
You're just
room
we?
and that crew. That was weird. I mean, I suppose speak to you guys all the time in the last few days, and this seems not that different from any of that. Like, whenever I'm alone by myself, I hear the kitchen crew, the three of them, saying stuff, just one word, and that's it.
And it's
And
always father?
This time, I think it was father.
Is that what you heard when you said you heard voices from the mists as well?
The first time I was in the warehouse when you guys were in the cave, I heard some voices. I wasn't sure who or what they were saying, but it was short, and it just happened once. And then, when I was waking up from the night we drank, I heard them, and I was sure it was the kitchen crew, mostly sure. And this time, I'm absolutely positively sure I heard the three of them saying the same thing at the same time, and what they said was father. I'm not sure what's going on anymore.
But you never heard your assistant, who is also part of the kitchen crew, Lidford.
No, not him. And he was coming in here anyway.
Oh, Mr. Boswick, would you like to?
No, wait.
Okay.
The voices just they entangle into each other. I think I heard. I might have heard them too. I think I probably did. That makes 4. God.
When did this start?
When did this start? Then the day you guys were in the cave.
Do you somewhat feel like there is something magical into this, or do you feel like you're going mad from the stress? This is very important right now that you pinpoint what you exactly feel about the situation. Madness or magic or supernatural?
I'm not sure. I mean, Wilhelm, you said you were getting smells, and I'm getting sounds, and who's having the hallucinations now? in
That is true.
I sure
Right.
hope I don't get anything.
I mean, Doc, you have sleep issues. I wonder if this is connected somehow. I have no clue what's
I
going
had
on.
sleep issues for some time, even before these events started. But I think we should go and check in on the priest nonetheless.
Yep, I do agree. And what I also suggest is, I mean, the shapeshifter idea, that's all fun and games, but if that has any truth to it, there is a thing that is all the combination of that 3 creatures or the 3 people now. Or the kitchen crew has been replaced, and what the hunter has been smelling is the corpses of the old kitchen crew. I'm not sure what's going on. That's
Okay.
one theory of mine, but I'm not
Can
sure
I
if
quickly do
anything like
something?
that is going on. Yeah.
I want to go in my room and the book room, and I want to check if that book is still there. The book about the lycanthropes and the legends and the myths and the creatures, if it's still there.
Are you suspecting it's gone?
Yes.
Because it is.
Okay.
Anything else gone?
You have a pretty large office. Do
How about the bottle with the skin?
We buried them.
Oh, we did. Fine.
Yeah, we buried them because the father requested
So
it, and now I'm.
You want to do a thorough search of your entire office?
No, let's not do that. I want to check the first. I want to check the bottles of furs that I've been collecting. One muddy, one bloody, and one very dry when I picked up from his bed.
They're gone too.
Let's go to the church. Everyone with their guns in their hands.
Do you tell us that you about the situation? What you found up there?
Yeah, the
Alright.
book is gone. And the furs that I have been so insistently collecting, all 3 of them, or 4 of them, I'm not sure, are also gone. And you were the only one in this office.
Yeah, I locked the door before I went out, so I made sure
This
to do
means
so.
there is someone who has access to this place. Because now things have disappeared. Now it makes sense, you know. I mean, the powder got wet without any of us, without me noticing, and now these are gone as you were sitting here. Now is the time to have a chat with the father. Real quick.
I mean, I did go out and come back. We should ask the bonfire crew if.
Maybe they're in on it. I don't really trust anyone right now. Also,
I completely agree.
I'm also gonna take the medicine I suggested, the one that would put anyone to sleep for some time, just to be safe.
Okay. So
With us, in case things take a bad turn,
you all 3 go outside then.
we all go to the church, to the father.
Right outside the door, along with a campfire, you are here hammered in, right? Or I mean, Father Gladstone. You can see as you're going out the door, John Gladstone right now moving towards your house, James Eden, from the campfire. So
Okay.
he's standing outside. As you're going towards the house, John Gladstone, you can see James Eden, Willem Bostwick, and Dane Withermore coming out.
He's stretching
Oh.
because he's been sleeping for some time.
No, no. I was looking for a candle, but I can't see anything near. So I just hold the candle. Imagine as if I do next to my face, and then I approach you.
Father,
How are you doing?
Good night, gentlemen.
it's very
Well?
fine actually. We were actually coming to see you, but now you're here. It's even better. Wanna step inside my office?
Well, I guess God made me go through this to save us some time. Some most
Sure.
needed time, indeed.
Sure, please come in. Step inside.
Mhm.
Yes. Are you stepping inside, by the way?
After you, James Eden.
Okay. We're inside. Yeah. Father, before we start anything, did I lend you the book about the local myths and legends and creatures?
No, I just read it here.
And did I lend you any of the glasses, jars of the fur that I've been collecting? The one with the blood, the muddy one, and the one that I found dry?
Nope.
I'm gonna do one more search in my office. I wanna check if the bones that I got from the cave are still here.
Sorry.
Did you
Sorry. I didn't catch the last part. What did you say? You were looking for?
For the bones that I got from the cave, I also brought the chicken and bird bones as well here.
Yeah.
Are they gone?
Yes, they are.
Great. Okay. I lock every possible door. I lock every possible entrance into this place.
It is.
And,
It is. Everything is locked right now. The only thing is
I relocked them.
Okay, you double check
I relocked
everything.
yeah.
All the windows are locked and closed, and same for the front door.
Why are you here, Father? Why did you come here?
I was going on a night tour, and then I just saw all 3 of you get into the house.
You did.
And I wanted to see why.
We have been experiencing some things, such as the items that I just mentioned going missing. despite there is always someone being present in this house, and everything being under lock, there's some other stuff if you would like to share.
Mr.
of course.
Eden, I mean, not to disrespect you, but isn't it odd that anything this happening suspicious around us is actually happening to you, mostly?
Well, Father, I would like to make note that it is not only him that things are happening to.
Most.
Well, your candles are gone.
Yes, of course, but my only candles from me. And as far as I know, only there was a marked bone in Boswick's.
Yes, so it's not only me.
Locker. What happened to Lord Whittemore? Did you?
I have been hearing things.
Yeah, you have
put it
been
that
hearing
way.
things, but anything that the gunpowder and all this jars and
No, hearing things as in hearing people who should not be around me speaking as if they are close by, speaking some single word, and speaking in unison. That's. I told you in the warehouse before, I think. I do hear people who shouldn't be here speaking to me as if it were. I know something weird is going on right now.
that does not ease my heart in the slightest. You know that, right?
I am completely aware. I do think that it is not a situation with me, as I have not heard anyone while anyone else was close by, as in these sounds are not coming directly into my head, I do not think. But I have only heard things when I was alone and working on something.
Are you sure this is not inside your head?
I
As
am.
far as we know, as far as I know, maybe I should say, we are dealing with magicians here.
If this was the only thing that was happening, sure, I could consider the theory, but I do not think so.
With everything mysteriously disappearing and Lord Whittemore hearing voices, and now you.
Now
There
we-
is something awful wrong going about, and Father, we want to come into the church, including your living quarters, and we want to make a thorough search of everything there. Everything.
Hmm.
You can supervise if you want. That's why we were leaving the house. We were on our way to visit you, actually, because your church is the only place we didn't conduct a thorough research. We searched the men, we searched my quarters many times, we searched the warehouse, and the church is the only thing that we had never searched, and your living quarters as well. I'm not suggesting
You guys checked you guys checked the living quarters, don't you remember?
Yeah, they actually checked. You actually checked it, yeah, but
You checked everywhere.
it was just built today, like
Yeah.
built.
there was construction work here today, so if anyone did actually take the items from my quarters, maybe now they're in your quarters, or maybe someone placed something else that you have not seen, because today your church was very crowded.
There is
Yeah, and
also
I
the
checked it
stables.
thoroughly tonight before. coming
We
here.
also want to check.
Sure.
If
Do
you want,
so.
you can check anything here right now. I mean, it's not that I don't trust you. I just want to see with my own eyes, because just in a second, everything that I've been collecting on this issue has just disappeared, okay? The furs, the only lead to a creature, the book is gone, and we buried the skins, which maybe is a wrong thing to do, but I really could not see any use in keeping them and defiling the deceased body any longer. But now it's. I want to check the church with your permission and your living quarters as
Sure,
well.
you may do so. I already checked
Okay.
the church. But the thing is, I think you're looking at the wrong place there.
I. Do you
You
have any
think-
other places
yeah.
that we should check?
No, we should not check places, we should check people.
We have
who
been
do you
checking
suspect?
people.
No. It is impossible to check this many people, okay? Mr. Boswick has a friendship with Mr. Hayes, and so he can maybe watch for him. And maybe you can vouch for your own men, but we still have like 35 unaccounted people. It is impossible to check each and every one of them.
And also, someone else has an access to your house, don't you know? From the start, like the gunpowder being wet and all, that couldn't have been done with someone just entering to your house and doing all this stuff. This has to be with a constant access to your living quarters.
Living the skin here? I mean, living a patch of skin in Boswick room is like easy enough. He lives in a very common area, but I have my key. Like, I can lock this place anytime I want. So, gunpowder going wet, and then I'm finding the skin, and now everything, just as I need them, are gone. Because I've never considered checking the skin changer theory that Lord Livermore has.
Skin changer theory?
I have many theories. That is just one of them. The theory is that we could be, well, being replaced by a skin changer slowly, so that something weird is going on and someone disappears. It's not actually fate. Like, all I'm getting at is, if we find a corpse and we still have someone alive around, that's completely skin changers. Ripping someone's skin off.
Dressing down with the skin, and I mean, as the deceased man has clearly shown, whoever these people or creatures we're dealing with are very good at, skinning people. Maybe they are able to actually skin them and then wear them. And yes, if we find corpses of people that we know, yet they're still walking around, I do fully subscribe that it is a possibility, and I think we have been misled by the lycanthrope, the werewolf theory in the beginning.
I just had an idea. What if the things that I heard were, yes, conspiring people or creatures or whatever, but also the name of their target, as it were? Because we have lost 2 people, and I heard 2 people before, but after the event.
I was actually going to suggest that maybe it's the kitchen crew who are going to die, and maybe they are whispering subconsciously to the man of God, but it could also be that your theory is also correct. Like, I believe it might be that they are the victims that will be targeted next, or maybe it is the father himself.
The kitchen crew was very set on getting protection for themselves. That was the only and main thing in their mind. It's a possibility.
And they were the people who named the cave up in the mountains.
They were also the people who were targeted once. They lost already 1 people, so...
One person, yeah.
1 person, yeah. That's the other option. Father, for this night, I would suggest that you do not stay in your quarters, or if you do, keep a lookout.
No, if
Before we
he
decide
will...
any of that, I need to ask something to Mr. Eden here. I hope you realize that your rationale is like a pendulum going towards a more, traditional thinking, and then,
Well...
scientific one. How do you explain that? One day you are like, oh yes, this could be explained by science, but the other day you're just, this is all myths and stuff.
Yep.
How am I to believe you if you keep doing that? Or
well,
you
we
been
had
painted,
no
maybe? Is that what you're suggesting? If I'm to believe my Lord Withermore's theory here,
that is
then
just
you may
one
have
of many.
already been changed into.
In the beginning, I was with you guys, with all of us. I was very subscribed to the theory of a werewolf. Yes, and then I found evidence to the contrary, especially after the events in my house. But now, with Lord Withermore's confession, and I do not think that Lord Withermore is going crazy. I do believe he still has his mental capacity to a larger extent.
Or maybe something else.
There are
that's his mental
There are
capacity.
things I can't explain. There are things science right now is unable to explain. Maybe we will be able to explain them scientifically, but right now, I have to subscribe to the theory that maybe there is something going on. I do not want to believe it, but I kind of am leaning towards it right now. So I definitely understand your reluctance on my mental capacities right now, but you should understand that if there is an happening, my first way of approaching it is through science. There are tracks on the
Maybe
ground.
you are
It
not
must
well
be-
versed enough in scientific ways to make a sense of this. You know, scientific progress should have stayed in the church. That's what gets us now.
Well, Father, how would you explain
Well-
things disappearing?
We
Oh
didn't
no,
burn
I'm
people.
not a scientist. No, that age is long gone. Sorry.
Well, we didn't burn people to treat their witchcraft.
God, this is going nowhere. So, what are we doing now? Stables first, or Father, your quarters first?
You actually thoroughly checked your house, Mr. Eden.
Yeah, sure.
Have you checked it? I want to believe you here. Like
I have just checked my.
all the floorboards, all the walls, nothing hollow, nothing suspicious.
We checked the armory, all three of us, maybe all four of us. We actually went into the armory because it was our first suspicion that they had access to the armory. But
Someone
now,
who came here has either friends with the bonfire crew, or they're somehow.
why do you think I blame
Wait a
Mr.
second.
Boswick first? Because the one time I give the key to someone else, who is Mr. Gabriel Hayes, there is a skin planted, and Hayes is also his friend, and he plants his skin on him. That's why I suspected Mr. Boswick in the first hand, but then things started that I can no longer put the fault in them, because now this time there is no explanation. The key was with Lord Livermore and then myself. When did they disappear? I always lock my doors. There is definitely an access point, or our adversary does not need, access to any place. He can just waltz right in and run out again. This explains a lot of things, actually. How he's able to put bones and then, place skins and, remove furs and remove books and remove your candles as well. And if there is anything else going missing, since this
Well,
person?
removing my candles is an easy job. I don't lock my door because of my trust to the block. Till the recent events, this was like an alright decision. And I'm still not going to lock my door. I don't give a damn who does what with my house. They can wish whatever, do whatever they wish. I know my connection to my God, and then I know that I'm upright and righteous in his path. That's all I need to know. So, yeah, that accounts for your examination of my house as well. You may do so, I don't care.
Well, Father, it's not that I suspect you, but I suspect that someone might have been using your quarters as to plant something or not, because that's the only place we haven't checked along with the stables yet.
You did
Also,
check everything earlier in the day. You checked all places.
including the
But it
stables.
was earlier
alright,
in the
okay.
day.
Yeah, earlier than the day. You checked everywhere in camp. That was your
I think
quest for the day.
We are wasting time, and I think we should just lock everything here and go and check the quarters right now before we lose any more time.
All right.
So you lock up and then you go outside to go to John Gladstone's quarters. Outside,
Yes.
I write some Latin scriptures to ward off some evil or whatever on his door.
Yeah.
Maybe that helps. Great.
on the inside or on the outside? Inside or outside?
Outside. No, outside.
Outside, you can see it is the thickest fog you have ever seen. You can't even see the bonfire right now. You can see the light shimmering through a bit of it, and it's
I have
extremely cold outside. Extremely cold. This is
my
We
gun.
should hold hands to not to get lost.
I agree. I'm at one end with my gun.
Exactly, me as well.
What? I need to stay in the middle?
Yeah.
Need the saber in my mouth?
yeah. Okay, you lock up. He writes his Latin script.
Just have
Okay.
one hand
Yeah.
on the shoulder and other prepared for fight.
You come to the campfire and you see all of them standing there, huddling very close to the campfire. And, oh shit! When they see you guys coming around with the guns, they say, "Oh, Jesus Christ! You guys, you scared us."
Anything?
Oh, no, nothing.
Anything at all? Seen anything? Heard anything? Nothing? Just a
No,
fog?
nothing. It's very quiet and airy, Serene. Are you guys okay?
You see the fog, right?
Of course.
Yeah, okay. I'm just asking.
Just
I
to
never
make
get
sure
this
that they
bad.
don't have any eye issues.
Yeah.
Nice thinking.
Always check the NPCs.
It wasn't this dense while I was going inside the hut.
No, it has been thickening greatly since the last time you were outside.
Okay.
I'm gonna
I take-
whisper to the four,
You can just pass them. You can just pass them, and then
Okay.
talk privately.
are you guys sure you want to go right now with this fog, or would you like to wait it out?
Well, if something is going to happen, it's going to happen tonight, I think.
I think
So-
something already has happened. Then. This
Per
fog is
that, well,
perfect.
things have been stolen. That is the first step, but I'm waiting for something bigger.
Then
I
let's not go and wait here, maybe instead of that.
that
have,
is one
have close
approach. Were there
proximity with guns.
anyone in the church?
I think we should just continue.
When I
It's easy for you to navigate through the camp though, because you're very known. You know the area very well, so it's easy to just go from building to building, then reach the church. Even though
Can I do a
the
fog check? Like, how, do I sense anything or feel?
no,
or...
there's none of you can hear or sense anything except for the extreme cold and visual impairment of the fog. And you reach the church. The door is unlocked as always, John Gladstone.
Yes.
You go inside, and of course you can immediately see more inside here. You just use the candle, or
I have my candle with me.
yeah, exactly. You and you can, and it illuminates the room, and it's very apparent for all of you guys to see that all of the missing stuff is just laying around on his table here. The book, the bones, the hairs.
That explains
No,
a lot.
I'm really holding on my gun right now towards the father.
Okay, it's,
I'm holding my gun towards the door this time around, not the father.
do you close the door?
I would like to.
Yes, you close the door. You're all four inside there.
Nice. Are there any other rooms, or is this just one large space?
Just one. No, it's not large space either. It's just a
One
room.
middle-ish space.
Yeah, like there's room for the bed, his wardrobe, and a desk. That's it.
A small shed.
Yeah, it's his sleeping quarters, really.
Father, would you like to explain?
Well, if I was to explain, why would I lead you here if I had all this stuff laying like in my own conscious? Are you crazy? Shoot me if you want, man.
I am seriously considering it right now if it was not going to waste my
So,
ammo.
also, if you believe that I'm in the wrong here.
I do think
I'm gonna take out my silver knife and I'm going to sharply touch the priest. I'm not stabbing him, but I will touch him very sharply and very hard with it.
Do you try to avoid this, John Gladstone, or do you let him?
I open my chest to it.
Oh, nice! Now I don't have to waste my ammo. Yes!
Yeah, you prickle him with a knife, and he doesn't react. Oh,
Can I draw just a tiny bit of blood?
I
That's
check
up
the
to-
equipment on the table and the room as well. I start on that.
You
okay.
will not spill blood in this holy place or next to it. At least do it in somewhere else.
Okay, come outside. I will prick you there.
I'm stopping this nonsense.
It does.
Please
Yeah.
do.
You're not gonna cut the priest. Come on.
Well,
What are you looking
Explain-
for?
explain to me
Silver
then.
blood? What are you looking for?
No, guys. As I look through and rummage through stuff, looking for anything that's like shouldn't be there, or
It's all the
What
missing
is there,
stuff.
actually?
The all the missing stuff is there on the table.
I
Meaning
check. Is
4
there
patches
anything
of fur and
extra?
book,
Correct.
and no skin.
No skin.
His skins are- how about his missing candles?
They are there. The
Candles are used in ritual, man. Don't you?
yeah, the burned out.
Yeah,
The little stumps. The burned out little
They were in-
stumps.
What? Are they? Oh.
Yes, he
okay.
just said they're there. That's why I asked.
Here's guys, look.
Is the chicken bones there?
The chicken bone was planted, and a human skin was planted, and these items have all been stolen and planted here as well, just to make us, well, suspect each other. Because
I know, yeah.
the human
blame
leather,
game.
you two know that it was not done by you, and the priest knows that these items were not stolen by him, and I know that I have heard people talking, saying, well, I say it silently as I like huddle up and get close. I heard the three people of the kitchen crew saying "Father," but when I then went to check immediately to the barracks, they were standing in their room, worried and asking for guns. I do think that there is something bigger going on right here, and this is not something that can be as clear cut as shooting someone down in this camp.
I agree.
Yes.
We'll feel powerful with that gun, eh, Mr. Eden? That's good. You may need
Well-
that courage later on.
Well, Father, after what I heard today, I could have been the one to shoot you when you stepped out of the fog today. We are all on edge right now. We really are on edge right now. Now what I need to know, when did you leave this place, Father?
Right when we all left for our homes.
How many minutes has it been since you left
I
this?
just gathered up my things and checked the church and all. And then
How long
walked
has it
around
been? Is it possible for anyone to rush out, place these items, and come back?
I was checking the church for an hour or so, I think.
And when did you leave the church? Like 15 minutes ago?
I guess. So.
All right
maybe,
then.
yeah.
So, with the items disappearing and these items being planted here, whatever has happened in the last 15 to 30 minutes. At the maximum an hour, and not any longer. So, if there is something going on, it is possible that whoever did this is also close by.
I also
I-
need an
Just
answer.
march back to the barracks. And if he went back there, no one would have seen him, since everyone's sleeping right now and the bonfire can't see them.
That is
Good Gladstone.
right.
You were keeping an eye on me when I was in this church earlier this day.
What?
Yeah, I saw you.
Alright.
And I'm wondering.
Yeah, I was watching
Chat
you
about.
if you did anything funny, you know?
Okay.
And you didn't. Then I searched myself. And I
Okay.
didn't find anything.
Anything at all?
No, I just knocked all the wooden boards, checked for markings on all of the walls with my candle. Nothing comes up. Nothing.
Yeah, I was also checking. It's the blame game. I was also checking for evidence here. So, it's good to get it up on the table.
Well, Mr.
Can we then
Wilhelm,
all agree at this point that everyone did suspect one another,
yes.
but
What?
that we are not going to do this from this point forwards? Or are we going to keep insulting each other and blaming each other?
Well,
Evidence
there's
will explain everything. So,
if there
for
is no
now.
clear evidence that it is one of us, then no, I do not think. So I think we are clear in the we are in the clear for now, all of us, because all of us has had something happen to them that is unexplainable by them. Either we are all in this and doing this plot against each other, and all
Targeting
of these
one another.
aspects are like played by one of us, or we are all in the clear. It's one or the other. If it's the first option, we are all plotting against each other. We might as well kill ourselves right here, right now, and finish all of this. Or the other option, we group up, stay as a group, and get to the bottom of whatever is going on.
Might I suggest something?
All right?
If I remember correctly, there is either 3 or 4 patches of fur, right?
Yes.
I'm asking to the GM to make sure if it's 3 or
Okay.
4. I remember the bloody one, I remember the muddy one. I remember the one I found on the bed, but I think there was one more. I'm not one exactly sure.
You found one at John Anstey's body. You found one in Willem
Bloody
Bostwick's bed,
Plain one,
and you found one at the tree you guys cut down.
the muddy one.
Yeah.
Then,
So 3.
How about each of you take one of the furs, and I take the book, or if you want, we can change this around. Like, carry them on our persons at all times.
Sure.
In order
Well,
to.
I was carrying a cross on my person, and it seems it was stolen. I don't think that's a trusted method as well.
Wait, your cross was stolen?
And you mentioned this just now.
Well, I was focusing on it. I was trying to think since when this.
When did this
was
happen?
revealed.
When did you notice this?
When I get back home, and I just noticed.
Today? When you got back here from the dinner?
Is the
Yeah.
cross also on the table?
Oh god. Alright, okay, that's... that
I
complicates
think
things.
his question should be answered.
Yeah.
If the cross is on the table,
Yeah.
yes, it is.
Alright.
Yeah, I take it then.
Is-
It has
Do-
been toyed with. Are there anything like scratches or anything on it?
Nope.
All right.
Okay, guys, I think the people that are setting us up want us to know that they are setting us up. Because, I mean,
Yeah, this is a clear sign that they are here and they are playing with us.
Hmm.
Also, this could be a sign for resigning, but I do not think so. If they resigned, they would have just
They're
stopped
not
immediately.
resigning. They're just starting.
That
Because
is
now
possible.
we finally stopped blaming each other. Now is when it begins, because they have established for sure that no area is out of their reach. A closed armory, a closed office, the holy church, or
Hold
the
on,
quarters of men.
Hold on. Can you check if the cross on the table is fake silver?
I check it. Is it
It-
fake?
It's fake silver.
It's fake silver.
And the one I'm carrying,
You don't have anything on you.
What do you mean?
You don't have any crosses on you. You don't have any crosses on you.
It was stolen and placed on the table.
The fake one I was wearing was stolen and placed on the table, and the real one is not here. Is that so?
Correct.
There's a real cross.
huh. Okay.
Correct.
This was a fake one. I told you this was the main one. The real one was stolen.
Wait.
You never said what?
You never said it.
you had
Just
just
said
said
it. I just said it.
You had two
When was
crosses.
it stolen?
I didn't have two crosses. I had one. This one.
Okay. I'll.
Your cross stolen, guys.
Guys, remember earlier when you wanted to check his cross to see if it was real silver?
Yeah.
At dinner.
Around these times, you checked the James Eden, right? And you saw, no, this is fakes. This is so he's talking about the cross he had before that.
Yes, and I'm asking, when
alright,
did you lose
alright.
it? When was it stolen? When was the real one gone? And you started wearing the fake one.
Last time I know I had it with me was when I was slapping the people in the barracks, as Bostwick may.
Slapping
account for
the
that.
people? What?
Yeah,
We were
my cross.
testing the silver.
You know, touch them with the silver, and it was silver back then, so
And he went-
it should have worked.
He went a little bit out of, you know, religiously things. So
little
it's
bit
his,
zealous.
it's
Wait
his-
a
it's his
second.
way
Alright.
of blessing people.
It comes
Wait.
and goes.
Wait a second. Then what happened is you had a real silver cross,
Yeah, and
and
let me
it was
tell you the
stolen
story.
and replaced by a fake one.
Yes, as I was walking outside the barracks and walking towards you to the warehouse, and then going to the dinner, as James Eden took the cross and then said it was fake. It was fake until
Oh, he
Then,
just got
in that-
stolen from your person. You didn't even remove it and put it somewhere else.
no, it was stolen from my person. Yes,
It just disappeared from your neck.
and replaced actually. That's
And-
even more bizarre part, I think.
Did you ever run into anyone during that time? Say for the
No,
barracks?
I just went towards Lord Dane Withermore, as Mr.
Well,
Bostwick may
at least
account-
we know one thing. They do not want us to read that book. They do not want us to own these items. and they do not want us to
No,
do the silver check, or all of this
No.
is a, well,
no.
show of power.
The Silver Cross is the only thing they actually removed and not gave back.
Yeah.
Which means it
Correct.
was our only chance, or maybe it was the only item that was actually capable of doing something, is what I believe right now.
James Eden, could you check your book just to see if there's any new
yeah.
stuff
Are
in
there
it?
any, ripped pages maybe?
Are there?
No, it's just like it was before.
Is there a appendix there?
Yes.
I do remember checking the werewolf. Is there anything regarding skin changers?
Yes, there is.
And is there anything regarding mists?
Yeah, like natural phenomenon kind of thing. Not mist necessarily in particular with the appendix, but weather changing rituals.
Let's check. Maybe. Do you think this could be the collective effort of both Christian and Indian alike?
That is possible.
I mean, I think we already gave the Indians some cause to hate us to some extent, and
You mean to say that this mist is pagan magic?
What does the book say on skin changers?
let's just check that part. But the way we do it is like this, okay? Two people will huddle to the book to, in order to read it faster. Like one person checks one page, the other one checks the other page, and two people will actually listen and look around just to be safe.
I agree.
I don't want us distracted right now.
Yeah, I'm going to.
I
look
get
at
And
it.
I suggest that the priest and I check the book while you guys do the
I'm
sense
on guard duty.
thingy, because one of you is hearing noises and one of you is smelling potatoes. So, like with Father, we want to collectively read one page and then skip it, and we both read, what here is the left one, I read the right one, and then we keep going on till we find something that
No,
might
you take the
explain.
devil's path. I'm taking the right.
Alright,
pages.
I'll take whatever the fuck you want to take. So, if you trust me, I will take the fucking... I'll read it upside
Yeah,
down,
you
okay?
can side with the devil. No, you can side with the devil. I don't care. I'm taking the right path.
I'll fucking read it upside down if you're gonna work with me here, okay? So,
Okay, so
this is what we're
Father Gladstone and James Eden, you guys are reading the book. The other two are standing guard.
yes.
While I stand guard and, I walk around, looking,
Yeah.
watching,
Yeah, it's not a big room. It's not a big room, so you can't walk too much around.
I
But
occasionally check the items on the table to make sure they do not disappear.
they are still they are all still on the table. Okay, there's a lot of stuff on skin changers, and a lot of it is Native American folklore, and it's very detailed actually compared to what you guys have been hearing about native folklore. So how did this book get into your possession, James Eden? You really can't remember, and who gave it to you? And skin changers are creatures that are able to, in some of the lores, take other people and take their appearance, both physically and directly, actually. And other skin changers, they only need a little piece of you to actually kind of become you. Some say they even get the memories. Others say they just act and try to be the same person and don't know. But oftentimes they would stalk someone and get to know them a bit better, so they could easily impersonate them even better. There's a couple of different kinds of skin changers, is what I'm saying.
Okay. I ask James Eden to put his finger on where we were, reading.
I'm putting my finger there.
Yeah, put your finger, and then I cover the pages on top of his finger and check when this book was written on the first pages.
Doesn't say.
It doesn't say. Does it have an author?
Nope.
Nothing.
Nope.
I'm going to ask you something very bizarre. Like it might be sort of metagaming because due to the knowledge of real life,
Yeah.
there were certain different methods of printing books back then. You
Mhm.
would know, like for example, if a book was printed in the Gutenberg methods, if it was printed in a different method. Like, is there any way to determine how this book was printed? Is it like
Yeah.
printed widely, or is this like actually somewhat of a special thing that was made for someone
It's
private?
handwritten. That may be a
No, it's obviously not handwritten. He would have
No,
said it, I think.
yeah, but it's not thing I normally think about, but since you're asking, I have the answer. It looks like it's more private, not widely printed.
Do you believe in the possibility? I'm asking all four of you right now. Maybe there is one bad guy, and maybe there is one good guy, and there is one who's trying to help us, and there's one who's trying to hinder our progress. Like, this is the church, okay? This is the most holy, sacred ground we are sitting upon, and all the clues are brought here.
That is true.
And the
If
father
we-
lost his cross, so I mean, why would someone who is trying to help us would take his cross? Or if someone is trying to hinder us, why would they bring all items in the same place? And for the first time, we're actually working together.
or why would I hear them say things? I mean, it is weird that I hear the voices of people that I know. That is weird.
Why
Um,
only you are hearing this, and only why am I suspecting things, and why is Mr. Boswick smelling things, and why is the father so dead set on things? So I think this is not meant to be solved by one of us. I think we need his fate. I think we need your voices. I have no idea why do we need me for. Looks like I'm just talking, and I think we need Mr. Boswick expertise as hunter. So, like, think about it. One bad thing and one good thing, working against each other. Does it make any sense to you, at all? Because
I mean, the
personally do not
ritual in
remember
the
this moment.
cave was it's. I mean, unless you can find anything in there about flaying someone, I do not think that it is done by the Indians. But if the skin changing theory is true, and it is the Indians,
The Indians would not do anything satanic. The father made it very clear, and I don't think they would really subscribe to the.
then we have at least two different actors. That's a possibility. The other
Someone else
possibility.
taught them how to do pagan rituals from our mainland.
The
I
other
mean,
possibility is they are trying to help some of us while targeting the others. I mean, this human skin was only placed on
Two
you,
people.
Doc, and the hunter.
But that was also very plausible. It's the only two of us that can actually skin that. So, I mean, if it was placed randomly on you, that would have been weird. But, I mean, it was placed on two people who could actually have done it.
Or the two people who would understand what skinning is and what kind of skill it takes to do this. Or
There
it's,
is also
it's
the
a different
fact
kind
that
of sign.
the first murder was very out in the open, very gruesome, and like
And the second
there
one
was
just
a purpose.
disappeared.
There was a purpose to it. Like maybe the first one was retaliation for something, and the second was entirely not connected, or maybe it's connected. But as I said, maybe there are two agents working against each other, and we are just pawns in their game.
But that is a possibility. I would suggest, Doc, that you spend the next day just reading
Reading
this
this
book.
shit.
And from one end to the other, just check anything that matches anything we have encountered in the last
also
days.
believe
Ripping a
that-
heart out, leaving parts of fur, scratching on your wall, anything and everything that we have seen.
You
What
should
if-
definitely check your men, the kitchen crew, since they are the most afraid ones, and I think they know more than they're letting on. And how about you, Father? You were saying something.
What if we also check the cave when we get the chance? Since a ritual was done there and we didn't explore it wholly, you know?
Oh, the cave is vast, and we don't have guns. And we don't know
have
if we
men.
can trust everyone. Is the problem? Like,
And
if you
who
want
do
to
we
go
leave in this
there
camp
again-
to take care of this camp?
But slowly but surely, I'm seeing if some people are to be trusted or not. But of course, that is with my surprise tactics, and it's not always going to work out.
This creek.
Man, we
But
need
it's
that
priest.
boat. God. All right.
creepy.
What do you guys think
It is
about
priest-
sending a crew out to find the boat that is missing? Just like perhaps 2 hours out, 2 hours back.
Send the bonfire people here. They were trusted, I think. They were trusted.
I mean, I would like to know if someone is trying to get inside the doors that can be seen from the bonfire. I think it is best that we leave this place, take these items, and go somewhere secure.
If we send people out and if they don't appear, then it's going to be a very bad decision, okay? And whoever we're going to send, they're gonna ask for guns. Guns we have, but can't load. I definitely understand that we should check it, but we can't send people. You suggested a human chain earlier. That's going to require a lot of convincing. Like, I think people are just going to say
I'll
that
go.
instead of.
I'll check it out.
Damn it! No!
No problem.
What did I just say? We must all stay together.
Don't divide.
God damn you!
I'll go. I'll check it out. No problem.
But if anything happens to any one of us, then that, I mean, the skin changer theory, it could like foil this plan completely. If that exists.
I'm gonna need your horse, Dane.
The horse is fine. You can take the horse as much as you want. At this situation, I just want to get to the bottom of this and be
So
finished with it.
too.
Snowflake is gonna die.
A part of me just wants to load up some supplies and just run the fuck out of here.
Right. Before you go, I want to check one more thing through this book, if you want. I'm looking for any, since this has paganistic, like Native American rituals and beliefs and all that, I want to look for Native American devil or any equivalent of God or something like that, and if it has any correlation with the bird bone markings thingies he had around.
No,
Actually smart.
no, you don't find
Anything with
anything.
bird bones at all? Like.
Yeah, bird bones. You already found the bird bones.
No,
the
no,
bird
he-
bone.
He said that if there is any ritual with bird bones or like.
Yeah,
birds-
that. Remember the ritual up in the cave you found? You already found that stuff in this book.
You never told us that.
You.
Yeah.
We did?
Yeah, the
You
markings.
told us about the werewolf?
The markings about the the same marks. Don't you remember?
yes.
Check that.
No. The father actually found the markings there.
Yeah.
He was checking the book in my room. He actually found the markings, but
On
we don't know what
which-
they mean, right?
Hey,
Nope.
where?
You don't know.
I can't read it, right? I can't make any sense of them.
Nope.
He did find the same markings. Yes, now I remember
Yeah.
when we were all in my office.
Where are
How
the
about we
markings
go to that
mentioned?
page? How
In the-
about we go to that page real quick?
Yeah.
Is there a dictionary for their markings? Yeah.
No, but yeah,
Marking.
you see that stuff there now. The bones with the markings, and that symbolism for the ritual.
Yeah, and what does it say?
Yeah, you really don't understand it.
Like, is there no written description of it?
Yes.
Is it just drawings
Eh,
of the markings? Instead of-
It is, but you can't understand language.
Oh, there's a language there. Like
Yeah.
there's something written, but we can't read it.
Yeah, correct.
The rest of the book is in English.
And this
Yes.
is not in English.
Correct.
Does this page look out of the ordinary, like more yellow or more brown or more?
Correct.
I know.
Correct. It looks different.
Okay.
Is it still attached? That like does it remove easily from the bookcase?
No.
It's stuck there. Okay.
Can I
Is it?
quickly do a check if there is any pages like this that were added later?
They were added later.
Or
You
it's
said
of
that this was added
different
later
quality.
because this was, I asked you if this is different paper and you said yes, and as definitely this was added later probably. Is there any pages like this that stand out that look different? Any at all?
Yes, there is one other.
Yes. What is it?
It is. It's very, very strange. It is a picture of a man's throat. You can see it from the chin down, like the stubbles on the man, and there's a single pierce wound through the throat. And blood coming out of it. There's nothing else. There's no language, there's no writing, that's just a picture of a throat with a hole
keep
in it.
this book close by and check on it. And
I
we
ask
also
one-
check everyone in this camp for being pierced through their fucking neck. I'm sorry for swearing. God, this is getting to me.
Can I ask just one thing? This is a bit meta game. I mean, out of the game, more like, is it like, you know, when you literally like, you know, place your hand here, push through it, or is it like more like going inside their mouth and ripping
No.
apart something from there?
It is as I'm looking right now, and something has pierced through here. You can't
Wait,
see.
I don't see you. Now I'm going to see.
Oh yeah, sorry. Right.
Yeah,
through-
I'm looking at the screen right
Yeah,
now.
yeah. No, I'll. Yeah. It's like just a neck, and you can see that something just pierced through the throat. You can't see what did it. It's not too big. It's like the size of half a coin, maybe, even less, probably.
Are these events that will happen or events that have happened?
That's what I was thinking about. Since we saw the bird markings and then the murder with bird markings happened. What if this is just a foreshadowing of some sorts? Someone toying
Did
with
we
us?
find the bones before Vincent disappeared?
Yes.
Yeah, we found the bone
No,
from
not
Wolfwick.
before.
We found the
that
bones after.
he disappeared because we checked his stuff after his disappearance.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
that's right.
Yeah. After his
I
disappearance,
do
but
think
still,
that
I can
someone
think
in
about
this camp might be dead right now.
it. What if it's
Yeah.
the
Let's go and check my barracks.
you know, the
Let's
trading
I
crew?
think
Maybe
someone
it's
in the
them?
bonfire is dead.
I got two suitcases.
let's go. I got my gun. We are taking everything on the table,
Yeah,
stuffing it on
You're
places that we
stuck up.
mentioned.
You guys can hear screaming outside,
Yep, that's it. All right, we found it. All right, let's go.
and
securing an item. I secured the
grab-
book. You guys
I
secured the
grabbed the
fur.
book. No, I grabbed the
No.
book. Give me the
Okay,
book.
you
Now
got
it says the church is locked, right?
No, no, it's
the church is quite open. The living quarters of the priest is where you're at
I'm
now.
not going to lock it anyway. Does it matter? Like they go into James Eden's house as they wish. Why would I lock it then?
No, I was just thinking.
Okay, so
Let's go out.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go
So
out.
the priest secures the book, and we all
Yes.
secure one piece of fur.
yeah, okay, so you grab your shit with you and run outside, and of course there's more.
Don't have my silver cross, right?
No, you don't.
Keeping my eyes open, I'm not like jumping out.
No. You can see, of course, more people coming out of the barracks with their sleeping clothes, with an axe or pitchfork or something like that in their hands. And you see around the campfire two guys standing wide-eyed, looking at this other, or standing over this other dude. He just dropped.
Someone in the bonfire down.
And we're going to stop
An
there.
arrow.
Nope, we're done.
Oh, it was an arrow. I get it now.
We
Yes.
are done with the session, boys.
I told you it was someone in the bonfire.
And
I think
No,
he was
I-
without the cross.
so
I
so
know it. He was without the
so
I
we're
have one theory.
okay. Sure, just no. You actually, we're gonna do the one-on-one conversations real quick. Try to be quick, everyone, and then we'll just finish. I'll start with you, John Gladstone. I'll start muting everyone. The floor is yours, Gladstone. Go ahead. What's going on?
I feel like that the dungeon master is playing against us.
Oh.
He's using everything we have against us. That's the thing. That's the story. That's what I think. I mean, I wanted to do some shenanigans this episode, and I kind of did, but I need to wait for the fruits to be seen and all. I didn't expect this, like us being such in camaraderie, and then, yeah, let's do a witch hunt, I guess. That's what I have to say. I don't know what I can
No.
say anymore.
A lot of things happen now, huh? You didn't expect necessarily. But okay, sure.
I mean, I did trust these guys. Yes, it's suspicious that everything weird happening has been pointed out by James Eden. That's still bugging me. But I don't know. Maybe their theory is right. I don't have any theories right now. I have depleted my brain power from this game. I'm just on the ride. I'm just going to find the devil and become Pope or something. And that's where I want to go for my
Okay.
story, I guess.
Sure.
I'll
Well,
become Pope. That's it. That's the high achievement goal for me.
okay.
Other than that, I don't care. Let's say that.
Super. Then I'll just jump into Willem Bostwick's. Willem Bostwick,
Hello.
you've been very quiet this session, except for a few things. What's going on? What you're thinking?
No, it's just something that went to my head at the moment. But I'm not sure actually
Yeah.
about the book. That it's kind of like whatever you read in that book will happen. But I'm not sure because
It's a huge ass book.
yeah. But I'm not sure anymore because that murder happened and we read it afterwards. So, but if someone else reads it, there's something magical about this book. But I'm not sure. Might be not. Also, the thing about the skin changers,
Yeah.
being friends. I'm suspecting Suckup and Gabriel being friends. That might be something. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I haven't been that active this time, but
Been doing a lot of thinking, I guess.
yeah, I'm thinking a lot. I know how your RPG works, so always need to think my ass off.
Yeah. Good.
I don't jump into anything because I know you'll get punished for it.
Oh, come on! I don't like to punish people that hard, do I?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll go and ask your mother.
Oh shit. Okay, yeah, that's really uncalled for. Now I'm gonna subtract that from your experience points. Okay, anything else, or should I jump to the next one?
No, I'm satisfied.
Okay, be right back.
All right.
And we are at. Sorry, that is.
Eden's house.
Yes, you're at James Eden. So, tell me your thoughts and feelings.
I will start with this. For 4 sessions, I've been telling you not to trust the priest.
Mm-hmm.
And I was right. He was lying about his cross. That's
Mhm.
one thing. Other than that, I'm very sad that I realized too late that that book was actually much more important. But it's not exactly my fault. Like, the priest did not really inform us that good, but now we could have avoided so many things with that book, maybe. Just maybe. And I have suspicion that more pages will be added, maybe more information to that page will be added as we go to the corpse, maybe new things appearing on that page. Oh, I've been trying to use science this whole time. Occasionally kind of thinking there's magical things going on, but right now I'm really thinking there's magical things going on after the leg stuff and this book. Oh yeah. Things are going really weird for us.
Yeah, it is. And I'm really looking forward to next session. One of the reasons I stopped right now is because a lot of stuff is happening right now, and I want the quality to be at its best. So, yeah. Anything else, or should
for 5 more weeks?
I hope we can all play next week. But we'll get to that when we talk to everyone. Anything else, or should I jump to with more?
Yeah, you can go to it or more.
Sure. It's with more time. Yes. What's your thoughts and feelings?
Oh boy, oh man.
Yeah, I've seen it in your face today. You're trying to rack your brain about all this.
Yeah, there's a lot going on, and I got my clues right now, and yeah, I think we're on the right track right now. The book is a definite. This is what is going on thing. So, I do not think it's any of the crew, as far as we're aware. If there's anyone working in the crew, that's just a minor point. The main point is that there is something supernatural going on that we cannot, that we have not got to the bottom of it yet. I mean, the book has something to it that either describes what is going to happen, or describes events as they happen. So it's either predictory or it's descriptory. I'm not sure which one of those it is.
Yeah.
I think the four of us is all good on most points. They might have minor issues, but they are not one of the. They are not behind the killings. I don't think. As well as the gunpowder getting wet and stuff like that. I think this is a attack on us. And depending on how the situation goes with the guard that dropped dead, I think we will need to change how my character is going to approach these situations. I mean, I probably will take this as a declaration of war more than anything. And all the work in the plantation will just be a minor point compared to someone out there attacking us, especially with the priest not being dead yet. But I do think that there's a possibility that the priest might have been targeted for the killings and we just saved them, or the bonfire was a way for them to change their strategy so that they could not do something horrific again. I think we are getting close to being able to defend ourselves, but we need to work on this more. So yeah.
Yeah. It's going to be interesting.
It's going to be interesting, to be sure. Yeah, it's going to be fun in games. We'll see what's going on.
Okay, I'll.
Story.
That's nice to hear. I appreciate it. I suppose that means you find it very exciting.
I'm just really involved in this right now. I went through a lot of phases in this. I was about to shoot the kitchen crew. I was about to shoot my assistant. I was about to shoot the priest, and none of that happened. And now we have a clue, a direct clue that cannot be denied in any other way. So yeah.
Okay.
Let's see.
Let's pull everyone back in here. That's 1. That's 2. And that's 3. We're all together here now. And man, that's cliffhanger to go on, if anything.
Yeah. One quick question before we leave. Was it an arrow?
Would you?
He's not going to answer you.
I just want to know what we saw when we looked at the body.
No. Look, just okay. I can actually just say this: you don't see anything at his throat. Anything.
We just saw the screams and saw the guards turn to us, and that's where we cut. We don't see the body.
No. You actually see the guy laying there, and they're trying to wake him up or whatever. As far as you can see, no blood, no markings, no nothing. But that's it. I'm going to tell you. No, that's it. Right, I'm not going to tell you anymore.
All right. Fine. I just want to start thinking.
And you even see the throat. There's nothing there.
Maybe.
But no, stop. No. Nothing more. Yeah, next session.
I'm talking now. You said
No.
the detail, and now I'm going to tell this. We have voodoo magic, mateys. We have to deal with Africans as well. Now we are going to get some Asian stuff as well. This is all mythologies, well versed into it together.
In order to stop the British colonization, all native cultures will unite against us.
So,
The history of the world.
so to take it in your words, Yeet, when next session?
Yeah, exactly. When
I'm asking you right now, when do you want to play next? Tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
Does everyone want tomorrow?
Yeah, sure.
I'm tomorrow as
Spawn
well.
was stroking his chin very sexily, so I'm not sure if he wants to.
2 days in a row? Wow.
That's crazy, huh? As crazy as this story is.
Sure, if my kid is fine, I can join.
Okay,
but
then-
I need to, it might not work out, but I'll try my best. If that's alright, if that's a good enough answer.
It's
Then-
okay, Ginger Daddy.
That's perfect. You know, nothing is better than to have the story very fresh in memory. So let's try to continue tomorrow. You, everyone here listening, you heard it. We are going to try 8 o'clock same time tomorrow. I'll let you guys know in the Discord if anything should change. Yeah.
Say something about the XP.
Yeah, I was about to type you.
yeah.
Don't forget about the points.
So-
but someone was
so-
more eager than I was.
I actually, sorry to say, I'm not going to give you XP now. I'm going to give you XP at the start of next session because
Why?
I need to think about it. It's because of all of the technical issues. I was very preoccupied on trying to fix this while the session was going on. I'm sorry. It's better for me to just give you the points after thinking it over. So
What happened this session? Yeah.
yeah,
We're
exactly.
going to give you points.
Tomorrow at the start of the session, I'm going to give you the points. Okay.
All right.
Roger, Roger.
Okay, thanks for watching, everyone. I'll hopefully see you tomorrow. Bye
I
bye.
have one thing to say.
Yes.
Perhaps he choked on breath mints.
That's a nice quitting there. So long, stream.
Chewing tobacco.